We are going. We are going. We are starting. Things are happening. The stream title's not changed, mostly because I completely forgot. While trying to get the game to work, because Rimworld updated, and it just broke things. So I have reverted back to the version of the game that I was on. So yeah, Rimworld has updated. My game has not, so all of the mods should still be working because I'm back on the 1.5 version of the game. We've not got Anomaly stuff here. Not Anomaly stuff. Odyssey stuff here. There will be a playthrough on that. However, that is not today's job. We will be going into that at some stage. However, yeah, today we'll be carrying on with our playthrough that we have been doing. We are not a million miles away from having completed this one, basically. The goal is basically to... well, the main goal is to armour up our characters ready. So we are building marine armour, we will build some helmets. I think we're basically going to try and create some sort of full-on super soldiers that can be that can make sure that we can defend against whatever horrible things might come our way. That's the goal. That's what we're looking at doing here. Let's make marine helmets as well. We will make 10 of them. The thing that I need to do... Sorry, I just got some... I'm going to guess. Manage clothing. So, I'm going to specifically... Maybe... Is it under armour, maybe? I was going to say, where is the marine... helmets. If it wasn't under headwear, which is concerning. Oh, it was. I just missed it. I'm just blind, really. That's all we know. Right, we'll take off Siegebreaker, so I haven't got any of that yet. Soldier. So the reason why I'm not letting these lot wear it is for specific reasons, is because there will be a... Okay, you don't wear that anyway. There will be a specific designation for the soldiers that are going to wear that stuff. So that's fine. That's why we're doing that, just so that we can get these builds working. So that's making 10. That's got 4 left to go. I think we were making 10 of them overall. That's the hope. That's the hope. Okay, dark visions have stopped. They're unhappy with it. Come out of their mental break. That's fine. Right. So, yeah, everything is going vaguely to plan and whatever. I don't know. Hopefully it'll all work out in the end. Because I don't know what's going to happen when we try and piss off the monolith. So I want to be fully prepared. I want my base set. I want my characters. I want my main soldiers armed and ready to fight whatever it may be. I mean, hopefully everyone will be ready to fight. We don't want to lose more people. We haven't really... Climber, why are you eating food there? That feels like a very dangerous place to sit. But, yeah, I want to try and be prepared because it's likely to be a bloodbath. We are going for, like, the Anomaly finish rather than anything else. Haven't really got space to build a rocket, to be honest, if I wanted to. I don't think a rocket's gonna get manufactured here. Not big enough to cart the unbelievable colony size that we have going on. I mean, is it 56? No, that's even missing some. We probably have 60 people going on. There's so many people. Anyway, I do digress. Tom B, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 24th month. A big rollcast salute to you. Thank you very much for the continued support. Saying plowing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I am confused. Very confused. But, yeah, there we go. Drake, thank you very much for the resubscription, for the 18th month. a roadcaster salute to you. So it's been a year and a half since I subbed to this channel, and I've witnessed many things, such as Alex stealing a Liam, that did happen on GTA, Shadow magically teleporting into the top 5 of a race, and I can't say I remember that one, but probably, and being murdered on a bicycle by a lorry driven by someone beginning with A. Yeah, that one also did happen. That one was quite funny. It was a very bad race, and that gave me a small modicum of amusement. Yeah. If you weren't watching the last GTA stream, Drake was on a bike, and I had a big truck. And, well, truck beats bike, and bike loses to wall as well. Bike loses to a lot of things, really. Oh, the lion's eating a tortoise. Tare has taken out a tortoise. Good work, Tare. Well done. Fine work has been done there. Cora, thank you for the resubscription for the 48th month. Big rollcast salute to you. Thank you very much for the continued support. I'm saying 4 years. If we ever start again, for any reason, can I be a gay lesbian, please, if possible? They're actually quite a rare trait. Even like bisexual, like it's just a rare trait that comes up in this game. I guess I don't know if it's any rarer than any other trait. If it's just because it's one of the traits of many. I feel like it is possibly slightly rarer. We have had a few, but it does seem to be quite a rare trait, which seems surprising. I guess the way that it works. I'm sure there are mods. To be fair, when I start the next playthrough, I have no doubt go through and change and alter the mods that we use. We'll have some different mods showcased, and like I guess the main parts on this one have largely been the vehicles, which makes sense for my channel. And while vehicles will be kept going to Odyssey, I don't quite know how it all works. Probably some vehicles will be kept. But yeah, we'll look at what other mods there are, and we will see how it goes. Harlequin, thank you for the bits. We're saying, what are Cora's chances? Of course. Always got to check. I mean, that's 4% I'm going to go for. Oh, a 7.4. Look at that. If I was a charlatan and pretending to be a psychic, I'd say, look, I got a number right. But yeah, I mean, that's up there amongst the best opportunities I've seen. I'm not gonna go for it because because it's such a small chance. And if it's not like 25% or higher, I'm not gonna risk it, because if you try and fail, it goes immediately. It will immediately shoot down and be very low. So yeah, it's not worth ruining the chances for such a long shot. Firebird, thank you very much for the resub for the 18th month. I think a year and a half. My favourite series so far has been this, and Driven Till Destruction and the random racing. Also, I blame you for my 410 hours of Rimworld. I have got a few people into this game. Finally, thanks for... I just doing all this. P.S. You torpedoing Joe in Beam today was pretty funny. Oh yeah, that was fun. Entertaining and fun, and yeah. We did bully Joe and Amy, and I think Steve. Just whoever was closest. It wasn't targeted to anyone in particular, but someone did get bullied a lot in whatever round. And there was a fun video to film. The game mode needs some tweaks. Stacking was actually a really tough one, which I will say I don't remember what stream it was in, and I doubt whoever it was. So somebody who suggested it, and that's what got me thinking about trying it. But someone did suggest it in a stream, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that could work. And yeah, it came from a stream. I don't know who it was, and I don't think it was a Rimworld stream, so I doubt there'll be someone who's here today. But yeah, if you are watching, whoever suggested it, it worked surprisingly well in a weird way, in a way I didn't think it was going to, but it did work. Drake, thank you for the bits. So what's the status of the pregnancy someone has in the colony? They gave birth last time. The only one that was pregnant was Normanton. So yeah, that is what happened. That happened last time out. They've had a kid, and that's kind of it. Like that's kind of it on that one. Everything else is running fairly smoothly. Have we got someone making helmets? Okay, Sakura's making helmets. Oh, I forgot to download the mod where anyone can work on stuff, but admittedly I was spending most of my time trying to get the damn thing to work. Probably best not to add more crap in at this point. So, yeah. Right. It's the rest. Like, a lot of what we have to do here is just make sure we don't run out of power, which I think we're fine on. Get some more cloth, because we're always running out of cloth. Make sure everything is illuminated. Make sure everything is illuminated, because if the night... whatever the things are... is it nocturnes, I think I was told they are called? Those things turn up, they're going to ruin my day, which we do not want. But yeah, make sure everything is illuminated. There isn't. Aha! I have found a spot that needs illuminating. Yeah, that's like 1 bit. That would have been very annoying. I guess we have enough people that we could probably... I guess that would maybe be illuminated at night because of that, but it's definitely worth having it illuminated just in case, sort of a dealie. Like, there's no point. I have so much steel and so much wealth in this colony. There is 0 point in me taking any risks. Like, just none. None in the slightest. I'm going to say this, and I know we're going to have missed somewhere. There will be a spot. Again, for those of you that maybe haven't watched as much, I don't actually know how they work. I've just been told how they work. There is an event that has these monsters that will spawn in the dark, essentially. So we want to illuminate our base as best as possible. So I presume so they can't spawn inside our walls. If they're spawning outside, then we're much better off. We can use our tanks in a way they're not quite intended to, but in a way that's very effective. We're good with that. We have a few. We've got the Harlequin Redeemer. Can definitely be used as a battle bulldozer, as can the Asylum. Harlequin, speaking of, thank you very much for the... saying, praise the cube for the light that saved us all. The cube will have nothing to do with saving us. The cube almost well, I say almost. We dealt with it quite well. But it was dangerous. It was dangerous. It could have damned us all. So there we go. Luke, thank you very much for the super chat. And I don't think we have. Oh, we do have a Luke. Never mind. I don't think we had a Luke character, but we do. You are chilling, running around over here. I think it's the same Luke. I apologise if it isn't. You'll have to let me know if that was not. Yeah, if that one was not. It's not because I don't remember. I lost track. But yes, Luke, thank you for super chat. Saying, what band/singers are you currently enjoying? I mean, I listen to all sorts. Currently, the most played ones on my Spotify or whatever when I'm out walking the dog would be Ice Nine Kills, Our Last Night, Beartooth. Trying to think of what other ones are on. I've got my phone next to me, so I can just go and have a look and see what ones are on there. Oh, We Came as Romans. From Ashes to New. That was the one I was thinking of. Couldn't remember the name for the life of me. There we go. That's what I have been listening to as of late. Although it regularly changes. And also sometimes I just put Spotify on suggest random stuff. And it's like, okay, well, this is all right. This one way. I used to discover new music going through the... it's like Burnout and Flat Out, like the soundtracks from those games were great for discovering new music. Nowadays, I don't play games with music on most of the time because I'm so used to streaming and video making. Yeah, most of the time it's just not really my sort of music anymore in the games. So yeah, we will leave Spotify to do the job of suggesting stuff. Because why not? It's not always right, but I'll give it a go. Discovered some stuff I like off of it, so that's kind of what matters. How many corpse trees do we have? Ooh, we have 20. We have quite a lot of corpse trees going on. Cool. GT Quartz. I'm thinking of getting Rimworld. Is it hard game? I wouldn't say it was crazy difficult. There is definitely a learning curve to it. However, of the games of this style, I would say Rimworld is one of the more forgiving. Maybe not forgiving. maybe one more intuitive. You do not have to go for a base like this. There is no... In fact, this is massively oversized for really what you need. So yeah, I would not... It's not like Dwarf Fortress that's terrifyingly complicated. As that is... Yeah, I like this type of game, and I can't figure out Dwarf Fortress. I wish I could, but I just can't. But yeah, it's not that bad. I think it is one of the easier ones at the start to learn. However, it does have a lot of depth to it. You can go as crazy as you like with mods. Again, this is a heavily modded version. This is not only a far bigger colony than you would ever have, it's also much heavier modded than you would normally have. So yeah, starting off with like the vanilla game, I think it is not too bad. I mean, Calgor's definitely summed it up pretty well. It's one of the getting how the principle isn't too bad. Maintaining that when everything is on fire is another issue. Yeah, basically that. It's like actually learning the game isn't too bad. However, it can and sometimes does like to set everything on fire and have you try and deal with it. So yeah, I wouldn't be too intimidated. Like if you are coming into this and you don't know much about Rimworld, I don't know if anybody here, if this is your first time ever seeing a Rimworld stream, this looks incredibly complicated, but it doesn't. It starts off much slower in a much smaller scale, and it gradually builds up to this level. So you kind of learn as you go, and it is a good. It's a good sort of building up system. Bacon Bap's got into a fight. Luke called Bacon Bap a gorilla. Well done, Luke. Good stuff. Bloody idiots, a lot of them. I'm guessing they're both going to the hospital. Has anyone seen Luke? Oh, actually, Luke didn't even get any injuries. I've got to say, Luke won that fight. Thankfully, it was a fairly small fight. But yeah, there we go. Harlequin, thank you very much for the gifted sub. I went to community. A roadcar salute to you from chat. Also, Harlequin saying, I remember first starting out, I made so many rushed and bad decisions, it was funny. Yeah, like you're going to when you first play Rimworld. I mean, yeah, I've had some bad colonies, I've had things go badly wrong, and so on. Some of you have seen, like I've played non-stream games as well of Rimworld, often to test mods and that sort of thing. But yeah, things do go wrong. In fact, of course, it reminds you of Prison Architect a bit. I mean, the camera view, yeah, it's probably a bit more in-depth than Prison Architect, but yeah, definitely the camera view and the kind of sprites, I guess, are instantly familiar. But yeah, it's not a daunting game. It does build up slowly, but it does sometimes just like to screw you over. It does like to punish you. At times. Firebird, thank you for saying Rimworld's like to push you hard and then it'll come back even harder. Really try your patience. It does do that sometimes. When you get to the later stages, and depending on what difficulties you set it and what storyteller you use, it can very much very much vary with what it wants to do. We've not had I feel like this playthrough hasn't been terrible. I think the only thing that really almost completely screwed us was that first Sight Stealer raid. That almost killed us. But that was partly because we activated the Anomaly at not quite the right point. Oh, of course. MG's family has turned up, naturally. MG's grandson has arrived. And also, good old Dirk. Dirk's on a flirting frenzy, immediately gone to bed. Has flirted with no one and gone to bed. I can respect your decision making. It's too hard work. I'm just gonna sleep. I just want to sleep. Oh, God, yeah, it's quite funny. Good old Dirk. An effort was made. No, an effort wasn't really made. An effort for sleep, just a nap. Just a nap was had, really. Domino's busy picking up all the berries from the field. Fantastic. Well done, Domino. Actually, you're going to carry all of that? Apparently so. Good lord, that's a lot of berries. That's so many berries. I do like the mod that lets them like pick up more than they would normally, because it makes hauling stuff way easier. So, yeah, there we go. Drake, thank you for a bit saying being a lover is a tiring job for Dirk. I mean, I feel like it was more Dirk had an idea to go flirt with some people, realised effort, and just went to bed. There wasn't there wasn't even an effort made. There's no. It spoke negatively about Jack's accent. Talking about Parker's, practicing with gauntlets, sweet food. Actually, even Matthew that was doing it told a joke about practicing. That very little has been achieved there. It is. Yeah. It is not a colony full of relationships. This one. We've had a few. Is it Neva and Simon were the latest? I was just checking they weren't pregnant. I don't know if they weren't. I think they were the latest, but yeah, not many. Not many going on over and around. It's just how it happens. We had a zombie attack at the end of last stream, didn't we? I'm just trying to remember, because like it's I'm figuring how long it's likely to be until we have some sort of event. I do kind of want. I want to test this kill box. I mean, we kind of loosely tested it, but not really against the sort of raids we would want it to come up against. Zombie raids are a bit different. Because what I think will happen is this bit here will largely be destroyed each and every time. However, I'm less worried. Like, if this gets destroyed every time, that's kind of okay, because this is kind of the expendable stuff. It's more supposed to be a speed bump, but yeah, that's I think just how it's going to be. If this kills like 5 or 6 or 10, 12 raiders, that's great. And gets blown up, don't care, because the rest will hopefully finish him off. That's the thinking. That's the thinking behind it. Tom's asking. I was asking about Festival of Speed. I wasn't there this year, unfortunately. Oh, Blanco wants a party. Also, while asleep. We have got a new recruit, though. Cool. Welcome. I mean, it is potential husband material for Cora. You are not wrong. Well, you're definitely going to be a soldier. You're pretty rubbish at everything else. Iron-willed shoulder. Probably quite good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're quite a good soldier. Cool. We know what you're going to be doing for that one. Yeah, you can go do that. Right. Firefight. Oop. Patient. Okay, so you are a doctor. We're not going to have you crazy on doctor duty. Now, I guess, what is the rest of your time going to be? I mean, you're not bad at construction. I guess, to be honest, I guess what you're going to end up doing is you're going to do construction. We can leave you on hunting if it happens, but we don't hunt very often. Doctoring in a pinch, but not going to be your priority. And yeah, that will work. Quartz was also asking which DLC would you recommend picking up first? I don't know enough about Odyssey. I would definitely contemplate the biotech one. I like the biotech one very much. I think that's a good one. What was the other ones? I can't remember all of them now. I would probably say biotech is a good one to start with. Although I would probably recommend, I don't know, Rimworld doesn't come on sale very often. I would probably recommend starting off with the game, unless there's a particular sale, I would just start off with the base game and learn the basics before starting adding that stuff in. It's probably a good way to go. Rimworld is currently at 20%. Wow, Rimworld's really rarely on sale, so yeah, I guess it is a good time to go and buy. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Biotech. I have not, personally, I've never been that fussed about the royalty or ideology one. I don't have them. What was the other one? Wasn't there another one? There's Biotech. There's royalty. There's ideology. There's Biotech. Odyssey. Oh, okay, and Anomaly. I must be missing one then. I must be misremembering one. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, like I've never I've never really been that interested in the ideology one. Like myself, I've never been that fussed about it. Maybe I should try it at some point. Maybe I'll get it with Odyssey and I'll try that. But yeah, I don't know. It's never really been that much of a draw for me. But maybe I'll have to give it a try myself for the next playthrough. Let's throw lots of new things to potentially confuse me. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Right, they've got Helmet over there. Climber, thank you very much for the donation. Say, are you into cave-in at all? I was just listening to their first record, Until Your Heart Stops, and that seems right up your alley. I have never heard of them, so I will have to go and have a look, or have a listen, I guess I should say. No, I can't say I've ever heard of them, so oh, of course these ones. More Pangolians are on the way, but yeah, don't recognise that name. Never heard. Well, unless I've heard accidentally while, as I said, flicking through Spotify or something. I don't think so though. But yeah, I'll have to go and give it a listen. Harlequin, thank you for the bits as well. I was just laughing at the notification still says you're playing GTA 5. Oh yeah, I didn't change that bit. So a lot of people are going to be surprised by Rimworld. I don't think anyone. Is anybody here expecting GTA? Did anybody read that part? I don't even know if that part very rarely gets read. I don't even realise I don't know much about Twitch. I don't use Twitch outside of my own stuff. Well, I have occasionally, but yeah, I never really got into. Or I say, don't often end up watching streams. I just have a finite amount of time, and yeah. They tend. So occasionally I'll put stuff on in the background. Although I normally end up just using like Netflix or YouTube videos for that stuff. Climber, I think I've been getting into the heavier side of punk lately, and I would really recommend the band Snapcase, especially their record progression through unlearning. Sum it up. I've been too brutal and ranting. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's nasty. Ugh, everyone's gonna go insane. I'm going to choose to blame Climber. Brutal and unrelenting, and look what you've caused. And we have happy and cheerful. Let's go happy and cheerful, please. we want happy and cheerful now, because this is not going to be great. I can't do anything about it. I can make the tinfoil. I don't even know if I can make tinfoil hats. I know certainly some. You can acquire them. We should suspend that. Focus on making these armor parts. That's what we need. Dylan's gone around and clapped. I appreciate the effort, Dylan. You've gone around and cleaned everything. Luke. Why am I not? I really shouldn't be surprised, because every time we have a new colonist, without fail, they bloody sleep in the panic room. For God's sake, Luke, you have your own bedroom. Slept on. Well, I guess you slept on the ground. Why are you sleeping on the ground? You had a bed. You were in the wrong place, but you had a bed there. Oh, you were a weird character. The weird characters, they just do silly things. They do very silly things. And oh well, there we go. There's the first fight. Cowley and Halogen. Well, Halogen compared Cowley to a chicken. This drove Cowley into a rage. She began a fight. Well, yeah, that's... I mean, Halogen is currently now trying to run away. Is Halogen pacifist? No? Oh, you are? No, you are. You're a pacifist. You're a pacifist psychopath. Is that even possible? I have some questions on that. Like, a psychopath might not necessarily be violent. I get... Chet's grabbed the food and left Halogen on the floor. I was assuming... Oh, Hen Dog's on the way. Go on, Hen Dog. You can rescue them. Like... Oh, okay. Maybe that. I'm going to guess maybe you would have... Like, a psychopath who has decided to refrain from violence because they believe that's the right thing to do, even if they don't care about it, kind of thing. I'm not sure. It feels complicated, and it feels like, yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, you could, I guess, lacks empathy or anything, but works on the basis that non-conflict is easier. I guess they don't really care about it, but they just figure it's easier. And I guess it's been maybe so long that it's just ingrained in them at some point. I guess. I don't know. That would be a very interesting... I've been listening to some or a bit of true crime stuff, and yeah, I can't say I've come across that. I'm sure there is. It would be a really interesting one from a psychological standpoint. But there we go. We cannot do much on the old Rimworld. I mean, Halogen is mighty tough. I'll give you that. You took an absolute battering on that one. And yeah, I mean, everywhere's bruised, but look, you're fine. You will be fine. We've got good doctors. Why are you giving the really expensive medicine? Oh, for heaven's sake. Stop using expensive medicine. It's not that I don't want you to save Halogen, it's just you don't need to use the really fancy stuff on Halogen for what is a very minor beatdown, for want of a better word. There wasn't a sword. No one's leg got punched off. You're fine. Is kind of the way I'm going to look at it in this one. Oh, Halogen's clothes are a bit wrecked. What clothes is it that's wrecked? Oh, the top. It's fine. You can get some more. Domino's unhappy. I mean, a lot of people are going to be very unhappy because of the psychic drone. Oh, Domino's a night owl. Do we have them? Do we have Domino's set? Okay, we don't have Domino's set up correctly. So that should do it, and then whoop, we can add them. Oh god, there's so many people who have not been added to the... there we go. Right, that's fine. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Saying the joys of Rimworld and its complicated genetics and views. I mean, it is interesting. It is fascinating. Also, obviously, you can set up the rockets shuttle, and then have a main base, so that way you can explore 250 tiles away, I think, while still having to defend the main base. Also, I didn't realise Architect Medicine is 1000% healer rate. Damn, that is some good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I look forward to exploring and messing about with the Odyssey stuff. It does look really cool. It does look really, really cool to see what we can what we can end up doing on that one. Probably die a few times, but you know, be an interesting experience. To kind of see how things go. Gooby is feeding the panda the hippo, keeping the hippo tight. Actually, the hippo's going to be quite useful. I mean, I guess it's not because it's going to be restricted to the area up here. But yeah, it will do for now. Neva wants to shoot everyone. That's fine. We have no one for you to shoot currently. Halogen is back to being able to walk again. Well, that's good. We're happy. We're happy to hear that. Thank you. Also, Firebird's a bit saying the animals can now attack certain things when commanded. Had a general training overhaul. That is good. That is cool. I mean, I probably still will never use them as attack animal. I like my animals too much to ever put them in danger. So they never really. I never really want them in combat. I guess unless like the base is overrunning with bugs, then the animals might sometimes be involved in a fight. Petrolhead. I mean, that looks like that's tended to. It expires in 3 hours, but you're fine. You will be fine. You've got a little bit of the lung rot going on. There's nothing wrong with that. Can't see any massive problems at all with lung rot. Feels like... I don't know why I've disallowed the turret building. Feels like that shouldn't be a problem. It's not like lungs are really important or anything like that. Definitely not something that's massively important to you. Also, Firebird, imagine advanced bionic lion weapon. Shame you can't add laser cannons. I've seen a mod that... Oh, Brady, you definitely got hurt by rocks, yeah. I saw a mod that allowed you to like ride animals in the battle. So I guess you could have someone with a laser rifle. I don't know whether you could ride a lion, but like ride a horse or a mega sloth into battle. I saw that. I never really used it. I'm sure there is a mod that you can have like weaponized animals at some point. If in doubt. What is it? Get the sharks with the laser beams on their head and all that. Sure, I'm sure it can happen. I mean, to be fair, the bionic lion's pretty dangerous. Well, Alien Invader made the same joke as I did. Yeah. You get the idea. I'm sure it's been done. I'm sure or could be done. No, never mind the killer rabbits. It's the killer Yorkies. That's what we need. Yorkies with little laser guns running around and causing absolute chaos wherever they go. Bacon Bap, why are you eating? Like, I can understand you go in there to do some research, but I really would not want to eat around a contained gore hole. I feel like that's just asking for trouble. Really is just asking for trouble there. We've learned how to do Blood Rain. I'm not going to do Blood Rain. But we can now do it if we need to. Eve the cat has done well in researching some more stuff. How far down? Oh, okay, that starts to run out. I can't build any further down. Okay, Anthony's not inspired. That's fine. Eve is viewing the cube. One of Sergio Turbo's many cubes. A chummy cube, a universal cube, an absurd cube, cube of goodwill, the bizarre cube, the cube of sadness, Didn't realise they had names. The cube of sadness is at the doorway. I'm not sure. I think the chummy cube is my favourite. I want a friendly cube. That definitely sounds like a good idea to me. Fireper, take the bit to say we need the bionic red panda squad again. Who was the insane panda? I think it was Joe. I think it was Joe we had that was doing like could do like 100 damage a hit. The problem with the red pandas is they were very cool, and while they did astonishing amounts of damage, they just didn't have the life pool to really utilise it. That's the problem I have with wargs as well on here. Like, you can make really powerful wargs, but they seem to just get killed. They just don't have the armour or the hit points. So you're probably better off trying to make a very, very dangerous hippo, for example. But yeah, now I think that was the issue we had, and even with the Mallies, is that they just don't have the hit points and, you know, armor or protection. But yeah, hippos. I mean, hippos in reality, hippos are very dangerous. Hippos are very dangerous. And yeah, on here, hippo, mega sloth would do quite well. Polar bear, I think you can get polar bears and all of that. The Caleb thing, I'm pretty sure the problem with the red pandas was a bunch of raiders broke into that. I don't think it was raiders. I thought the problem with the red pandas was like the bug ship landed on literally like in the red panda field. Pretty sure that's what did a lot of the damage to the pandas. Maybe raiders came first or raiders came. I can't remember which way around, but I think that's what killed off most of them was the bugs. When that when they turned up, that caused a big problem. Because yeah, even the bionic pandas like could take out an individual bug, but they just didn't have the hit points to survive multiple attacks. So I think we lost most of them then. Okay, bulk goods trader. I mean, it could be useful to us. Maybe we'll go and see. Core, they say that the hippo is the world's deadliest land mammal. They kill roughly 500 people every year, which is twice as many as lions kill and almost 20 times as many as cougars kill. Yeah, that is. Well, I say it doesn't surprise me. I didn't know they were the deadliest of the land mammals. They are. Yeah, they're very dangerous. They're very, very dangerous indeed. Drake, think of it, same with the nation bar. Percentage at 1994. Here's a hippo fact of 94. Did you know the last hippo to be seen in Lake Matanda? Matanda? I don't know if that's pronounced correctly. Was in 94. In addition, the hippo population suffered a 30% decline that year. There we go. I did not know any of that. I don't even know where that is. So, there we go. Right, what I'm going to possibly do is we're going to sell off a couple of our German Shepherd puppies to the trader, because I can't have every single animal. Look, I love animals and all that, but we can't keep having every single one. So we're going to let some of them find new homes. Oh, you have much cloth. I will take all of that because we keep running out of it. And in return, would you like some drugs? Normally the answer is yes. I mean, I can sell you a lot of drugs. I mean, what? How many drugs would you like? More drugs is more good for them. More money for me. More money is more good for me. They can buy drugs. I think the rest of it we're going to be okay on. I mean, yeah, I'll sell you steel. Do you want steel? I don't know if they want steel. They're not interested in the steel here. Ooh, we do have a Maine Coon cat. Oh, the Maine Coon. Could breed some Maine Coons, and I'm pretty sure the Maine Coons can also haul stuff. I'm not going to be able to turn down the opportunity at you know, one of my favourite cats. So, yeah, That will do. I don't think we're going to write anything else. Right, we shall accept that. Bloody hell. Oh, they loved our hospitality. Fantastic. They left us 200 silver. Well, you know what? Could be worse. Could be worse. Okay, a lot of cloth has turned up. Okay, you can learn to haul. Fantastic. Haul and rescue. That's what we want. Haul and rescue. God, rescue, haul. There we go. I don't quite know why the cloth is funky colours, but it apparently is. Firebird, thank you the bits. We're saying, can we call one of the cats a La Ferrari? We can indeed. You shall be a La Ferrari. Fantastic. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff indeed. Chorus, thank you the bits. We're saying, haul a hippo service when? I don't know when. I don't know which one was coming into that. I'm not going to worry. Camaro, tattered clothes. What clothes of yours are wrecked? Oh, the trousers. I don't think we actually have really made many, like, flak trousers. I was going to. I think what I'm going to... have I changed this to only do... Okay, it's repairing trousers. Okay, it is repairing those at least. So they might get repaired at some point. If we can ever get around to making enough repair kits, because we keep running out of cloth. Because we have many things. We have many things to make out of cloth. Including some fancy chairs. I don't even know if anybody actually uses this room. I just kind of built it because it was cool and we wanted somewhere, I guess, opulent, for want of a better word. And yeah, I don't actually know if they even bother using it, but it does look cool. This is one of those places that I can go, yes, we have this. No one uses the damn thing, but we do have it, I promise. Trey, what's the status of the cats? Is he sleeping on a pizza box? Yep. Is Tagon looking at the mic? Nope. Tagon is asleep on the cat tree in the corner of the office. Is Cass readying a loud meow? I cannot see Cass, so I'm going to go with no. I mean, it is possible. I mean, it's always possible he is going to ready a loud meow. You never know when one might strike. But for the moment, I don't think so. Right, so I'm going to plan out further expansions, basically, to this. So, there'll be some more bedrooms there, which works, and it keeps them relatively close to the food. Like, that's my thinking. And I haven't got much space to expand into, other than into the mountainside, so we're just going to continue expanding into the mountain. At some point, things are going to go wrong. Firebird, thank you for this. Also, the other cat's McLaren P1, unless you got a new subscriber, or good donation. I don't think we have anything else on the waiting, so sure, we can have La Ferrari, and over here we can have McLaren P1. There we go. They will be trained up to carry things around. I'm not sure if you really could train a Maine Coon. Like, a Maine Coon might physically be big enough to, but I feel like it's a cat, and it's just going to turn around and be, no? What are you doing, human? You think I'm going to do anything to help you? Of course I'm not. Don't be silly. If ever there was a cat way of doing things, that would be it. Just straight up refusal. Cats are going to be cats at the end of the day. Very little you can do. I am contemplating trying to build more fields. mean, if we're going to build more fields, you can see over here we have been contemplating it. Psychic drone has ended. I guess the bit that makes sense be to come across there. I guess this one here would make as much sense as any. It doesn't really give us all that much space is the issue with this. I mean, it's not like we have a problem affording an armoured wall, particularly. Don't even know if I would need to bother. And I guess you could just do that as a way of blocking, because they're not going to blow through the slate. I guess this would give us a couple of spaces for more food production. Ooh, masterwork. Masterwork flak vest. Well done, Blanco. Good job. Good work. Probably not the most significant thing we could have had, but it'll work, right? We're going for the it'll do sort of a thing. Screw it. We're gonna go for expand out the base even more. This was armoured wall. It is fantastic. And then we will probably want an armoured door there. I doubt we're going to be wanting to go out over this way. It's just going to get dumped into the water. So we will have a little escape bit there if we need it, but it'll unlikely be used very much. Then we'll just build some more fields, really. Like, that's the... that would be the goal. We will deconstruct that. I don't know if there is a way to remove floors. There is. We will remove all of that. And then we will be fine. I can't say you need more silver storage. Probably. We have a lot of silver. The vault is very full. The vault is very, 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 very full of money and, well, everything, really. I mean, there is a good chunk of storage. We've still got space. We're not at panic stations yet for space. Should probably resolve these issues before we get to panic stations. However, panic stations do occur quite quickly, and I'm also lazy, so we kind of let it build up. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. I have no idea what you could possibly mean. I don't think we blocked the tank from getting to the bottom. I think we can go across here. I mean, when people stop working on it, we can test it. Because I'm pretty sure we can go across this bit, because it's just shallow water and mud. So I think we can still drive the tank round on that bit. I could build a bridge. I don't know if raiders are that fussed about trying to explode bridges. I can't remember. I mean, I don't know if I want to build a bridge across the river, because I want it to make it difficult for the raiders, although I don't think it makes that. I don't think bridges... It's not like Total War or something, where if you have to march across a river, your soldiers are going to be really sad and tired. Doesn't quite have that. Doesn't quite have that much effect, so I'm going to not worry that much about it. Paul is unhappy. Paul, why are you unhappy? Because you're hungry. Paul, I have a really... It's a crazy solution. This is a crazy solution, I know. But you can go and get food. And Paul is throwing a tantrum. recreationally unfulfilled. Well, then go to the bloody... There's a load of rec rooms you can go to, you muppets. I don't know why you've decided to... You're going to break a sculpture made by Nikki. That's, you know... Are we going to have to send someone to arrest you? Can do it. I don't necessarily want to. I'm just going to send in the laser minigun towards you. Paul, stop having a tantrum. Right, off we go. We have another solution. No grenades, just a night in the cells. Well, just it's like it's the equivalent of the drunk tank. That's what you've gone in there, Paul. We will release you afterwards, but you threatened to break important. I mean, it didn't really matter that much, but we're making a statement. You can want your grenades, but it doesn't mean you're going to get them. In fact, I think I have done very well to try and get rid of as many grenades, because grenades are just a problem. I say that, I can see... Why have we picked them up? Because I normally deliberately don't bother, but I guess we have got some at some point. So there we go. There are some grenades about. But you're not going to get them. Brady taking the donation. Saying, technically, all of the money I have spent on food has been flushed down the toilet. I mean, yeah. Yeah. You are correct. I guess with the odd occasional puked up. But yeah. Yeah. There you go. There is a thought for the day. For everyone to contemplate. It's been weirdly deep and philosophical this evening. Well, not philosophical in a weird way. Not actually anything useful. Like, can you have a complete pacifist psychopath? And the all money spent on food is really just being flushed down the toilet. There you have it. It's a strange evening. It really is a strange, strange evening. Oh, hello, Eve. You've got yourself very comfy over. I can hear rustling going on behind me. Yeah. Get yourself comfortable. It is a... I've had to... Well... So, regular viewers will know she has a pizza box. She loves her pizza box. It is her favourite sleeping spot. But I had to get rid of the old... The one she had been using because it's been around for a while now. So she has a fresh pizza box, or relatively fresh. Because, yes, I do keep them for the cats. So, yeah, she has got a new one. So she's got to, like, break it in, mould it to the shape of the Eve, pretty much. And that's what she is currently doing. Cora, thank you for the bits for saying hi to Eve. Firebird, thank you very much for the bit saying, see now Paul doesn't have grenades, he's going to have a villain arc of robbing people, kidnapping children and throwing grenades at villagers. He would eventually succumb to death at the age of 92. I mean, it's not impossible. Paul, what? Why have you gone there? Paul, where is your bedroom? And why are you not... Your bedroom's here. Why have you... It was way quicker to go to your actual bedroom than to go all the way to the bloody panic room. And of course Boss is using it. Why would Boss not be using it? For heaven's sake. Right, over here. These colonists, honestly. Absolute nightmares, I swear. They... At least Wobnol is going to enjoy the relatively... I wondered what the hell that was, but that is just a thumper, isn't it? At least you've enjoyed the nice, luxurious rec room. Firebird say correct. Paul, sorry, was Paul captured in the was Paul? Were you captured? Were you like a freed slave? I don't remember. I'm not going to be able to check either. Paul doesn't know. I don't remember. Yeah, who knows on that one. Lil Goth, thank you for the bit. So, did you recruit these colonists from the filming crew? They appear to be sharing the same single brain cell. Oh, Rimworld colonists, yeah, very, very single brain celled. They are very simple-minded in their pursuits. Cora, thank you for the bits. As I was saying, Cora has these nuts at 7.4%. Does these nuts have Cora as high? Well, we can go have a look. Let's see what it's looking like. Has it improved? Nope. It's just to say the same, which honestly for Cora is fairly good. That was a weird sound. I don't know who from. Now, these nuts. What are your... The answer is very not good. The answer is very not good. These nuts is 62 now. Jeez. These nuts likes Twingo, but doesn't like. But everyone. Why does people not like these nuts? Have they got like some? That's why. Annoying voice has rather lowered everyone else's thoughts of them. Paul is upset, which I can understand, but you were breaking important artwork. I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, it was your sister's artwork as well, so, you know, there are punishments for the crimes you were committing in that one. You can continue to just have your major break risk going on there while I figure out I mean, we could have a field. I like the idea of a field like that. And really, I want to fill up as much of the spaces. I say as much of the space as I can. Like, I am purposefully leaving. Well, technically, I don't need to leave walkways. I do like to leave it. I just prefer the look. For the small amount of extra tiles we would get, to me, it's worth doing it. I think we've filled up all these bins with the chunks. I think we probably have now, annoyingly. And I guess what we could do... because nothing really gets used. Nothing's really being used here. And... we could just... actually, if we just do that... there we go. Paul, if you do not behave, I will joy wire you. It's like, I've got, like, this is the threat that we can do. If you don't behave, I am going to joy wire you, and then you're not going to care about grenades ever again. The forever present threat of the you caused me too many issues, and I'm going to just joy wire you. Which, funnily enough, is like the so again, for those of you that might not know Rimworld too well, I will quickly update. The joy wire is a certain thing. We have got a couple of characters that have got one. Deoxy has one. It's an implant in the brain that basically drastically improves the user's mood. However, because they're just constantly happy, it makes them hard to concentrate on anything real. which, as you can possibly expect, joy wires are illegal on many worlds as they are known to destroy whole cultures. Like, I could absolutely... If these were real things, I could see why it would be a problem, let's face it. And, yeah. They are not a safe thing, but it can sort out unruly colonists, and, well, yeah. Could definitely use that as a threat on unruly colonists. Just, yeah. If in doubt, joy wire people. I don't know what to say, based on a Deep Space Nine episode, The Wire. I mean, it makes sense. It doesn't surprise me that there has been some sci-fi thing that has that. I mean, hell, you could even argue that it's... what is it? The brain dances from Cyberpunk are kind of starting to get along towards that level, like that territory, really, aren't they? At that point. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting avenue to go with, like, sci-fi stuff. There is a binge party. No Face has suggested doing a little binge party. Oh, bloody hell, a lot of people are here at the bit. A lot more people have gone to this than I was expecting. Damn. I don't really know what they're doing at the party. They're just kind of chatting. I mean, I don't really see much binging on drugs or alcohol going on. It's basically just a party they've gone for here, more than anything. Less binging, more partying, which I'm fine with. That's okay. Firebird, so can we see how long Paul has been a colonist and who's our best medics? Our best medic is Numot, I believe. Tommy's pretty good. I can't remember everybody else, but they're definitely our main medics. Incognito's not bad. Nikki's not bad. Tim Hortons is alright. Could be better. But yeah, our main one's new. Oh, Eve the cat is also pretty good. Can we see how long Paul has been a colonist? I don't know. Is there a way to check? Records. Time as a colonist, 8.2 years. 25 kills, of which 3 are humans. Human-like 8 animals, 4 mechs, and 10 entities. Yeah, Paul's actually killed quite a few. Yeah, 8.2 years. And Firebird, you were one of the original colonists. You've been here for 12 years. So there we go. Oh, did it say 9.3 days as a prisoner? Well, I guess you were captured then. I mean, I assumed you were, because that would normally be the impids probably came from. Time as a prisoner, 9.3 days. So yeah, you would have been captured at some point from our age. Time in bed, 3.1 years. I understand the statistic. I'm now... I both am curious and don't want to know my real life. Because like, it's going to be half, essentially. Like, it's going to be 16 years, give or take, in bed for me, and that's kind of a sad number. Like, when you think about it, it's kind of a bit of... Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. It feels a bit sad. A bit. I don't know. But, yeah. Either way, I digress. The party is going on without a hitch, so... Jet, I've got... Oh, you're actually eating. Oh. And there is a fight. MG's fighting Nikki. Nikki scorned MG's food preferences. This drove MG into a rage. I also love how Jamie and chat say their party how long before there's a punch-up, and almost immediately there was a punch-up. Camaro, go rescue them. Ooh. Weapon cache. What have they dropped? Ooh, a scar. Yes, please. Don't actually know if that's all it's dropped. Scar is really good. I do like the scars in the game. Yeah, 15 damage battle rifle, or assault rifle. I don't know what category it counts as. Assault rifle. Yeah, they're pretty good. Also, Scar CQB is... God, what do I remember that one from? Rainbow Six Vegas? Did it have the Scar in it that I used a lot? Oh, like it is a weird thing in that I remember. I vaguely remember games by the gun I used to use a lot in them. Rainbow Six Vegas 1, I used an MP5 a lot. One of the Call of Duties I always used to use a FAMAS. The Scar's definitely been in Call of Duty as well. But yeah, I think Rainbow Six Vegas 2 also. But yeah, random train of thought going on there. Quinn, thank you for the bit to say. Typical party, everyone having fun, and then someone starts a fight. I mean, it is a binge party going on here, but yeah. Although they're not really like it's supposed to be. We'll binge on food and drugs until it's over, but like no one's doing anything. They're just hanging around and not eating. You lot are useless. You've gone to this party. There's no food. Just go get some food, you muppets. Like, just please go and get food. This incapable bunch of muppets currently going on. At least they are hopefully sorting. Okay, MG's the last one starving, who was a little bit beat up from that fight. Hopefully, after you've eaten, MG, hospital, go. Volt, oh, he's actually going to the party. Longbow is not caring. That's fine. Caleb, thank you for saying they're binging the newest show on Rimflex. That is true. Although they've got... You know what I should have done? I should have designated this room as the party spot. You know what? I think I can do that. Party spots! Yes. Designate this room. This room can be the room for parties and party-like activities. Because I'm not sold on their whole thing currently being party, really. Where did that jade come from? I'm going to guess someone was carrying it and dropped it. I don't really know. Oh, have they moved the party? They might have moved the party now, or they might have just ended it. I think they've ended it. That's fine. Mikey Chaos saying it's all fun and games until someone starts a fight. So, that is very, very common for Rimworld, of course. There's got to be a fight somewhere along the way. Pingy, why are you starving? Like, you can go get food, you know. There's loads of food for you. You are completely unrestricted. I'm not sure what... I'm not sure what I can do to get Pingy to go and eat. Like, they're unrestricted. Like, is there any... There's not... I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Am I missing something? As to why Pingy's not going to just go and eat? Wonderful folks of chat, do you have any ideas? Why is the cat not eating? Now lost said cat. Pengy, just go... If I put you inside the wall, it should still get you. The only thing I can think of is maybe... The only one other thing is I can force them to eat. I mean, there might not... I mean, there's tons of food they can eat. Like, there's plenty of meat. They just normally just go in the freezers and pick up the food they want. Like, that's just how they tend to do it. Or they'll just eat the simple meals. Right, what I'm going to try... Right, I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to make the Pengy Eat Zone. And then we are going to assign you to that. And hopefully Pengy will then go into the freezer and has immediately eaten food. Right. Okay, go about. I guess if Pengy ever or if anybody gets to the point where they're not eating, I can just dump them in the freezer in front of the food. And that's fine. Okay. Right, boss, I haven't given you a weapon, but I have no doubt I know what you're going to end up with. It will be a Bren of some sort. Or it'll be... maybe you'll get the scar. Maybe we'll give you the scar. So whenever you wake up. Right. If we... Oh, actually, no. You know what? Have an RPK. Paul... You are going to be equipped with laser sniper rifle and Nokia Sphere wanted a gun, as they do not have theirs. I presume they dropped theirs in a fight. What shot are you? Okay, you're quite good. You can have an RPD. Right, lots of light machine guns. They are probably my preferred weapon. Lots of bullets, quite a lot of damage. We're not really running and gunning. We're kind of more encamped in place, so being a bit unwieldy, not a bad thing at all for us. Oh, Eve has got off the pizza box and now decided she wants to spread out over the desk beside the pizza box. Oh, and there's a sneeze. Thank you, Eve. Good. Well done on... I mean, she's comfy, I guess. I shouldn't complain. She's comfy, she's not causing chaos. I should be happy. What more could you want from life? Than a mostly well-behaved cat. Oh, I don't know why I've not been allowing that. That's weird. Oh, I think some... food might have been going to wait. No wonder we've been having food issues. I think we turned that off when we had one of the events going on. Oh, that might have been a problem. Maybe I've made a bit of a mess up with that. But I'm going to not worry too much about it. We might have lost some food in the you know, in the overall process of this, but it's fine. I mean, we will sort it out. We will get a... I mean, we are going to have a good amount of food going on here. Oh, there's going to be some more big fields happening. We got a good harvest of beets currently going on, which is what we like to see. Got potato. Okay, it's good. We're sorting out our food here. Our food situation isn't great. It's not the worst. Paul, I know you need a weapon. We just sent you to get one. You have now got one. Climber, thank you very much for the donation. So how's my colonists' love life? Let's go and have a look at you, wherever you've gone. Climber. Whoop. You're currently in a field. And your love life is not looking great. It's not much. Not much. If your love life is looking worse than Cora's, that's what it is. Cora's is still sitting at 7.4%, but you know there are people worse off than Cora, and that is saying something. In Rimworld, yeah, we do go down that far. Right, what do we want to grow up here? I mean, look, we always tend to grow cabbages because it's funny. Oh, it's not. It's just a long-running joke, so sure. We will go with that. Paul's asking, isn't it? It's like, who is it likely to be the next romance in the colony? I don't know. I'm not actually sure. I don't think there's any particular. I don't. Oh, okay. Well, Luke and Railface is a pretty good one. Longbow still wanting grandkids. Crossbow, what are your chances? Not great. Was Railface one of the? Was that one of Longbow's kids, or was that a recruit? No, that was a recruit. I mean, FailRace will still be too young, so maybe Longbow will get to be a grandparent. How old is Longbow in the game? Hold on. Where is Longbow gone? 34. Oh yeah, I mean that's it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. But yeah, it's going to be a little while, I think, for Crossbow here. It's not the worst chances we've seen. Like we've seen some shockingly poor chances, and yeah, that is not the worst by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, apparently that is just not terrain it can grow on. What do we want to grow? I might just grow rice up here. Do we want to grow rice? Actually, no, I might grow beet. I like the beets because they don't get screwed in the winter. Not that the winter is a big problem for us, but, and we say that, I know it is coming into summer in the game, but I do like having the semi-security of the beets for when we do this. Oddle wants to shoot, which is like, fair enough. Now, things we do need to do. Of course, we have expanded the area, which does mean we need to... don't think they're going to break through that bit. Oh, we've expanded the area, but I have forgotten a very critical part. Well, that part. Don't want to forget that part. What we do want to do, run a power cable in the wall. Around there, and then we will have right, outdoor lamps. Thank you, game. So, outdoor lamps over here, over here. Just going to make sure everywhere is illuminated as best as possible. Because, you know, can't be risking the horrible things just in case, sort of thing. Longbow said, I think I became an adult. Did I become an adult? Or did the FailRace character become an adult? I don't know what age they count as an adult. Oh. Glitterworld Trader, Masterwork Marine Helmet. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, this character is bloody good. Adulthood. Well, I guess adulthood is just. So I guess they are an adult actually. So the reason why I haven't been giving them any work is because I wanted them to go to school and learn essentially. But I guess they are now an adult. So I guess you can doctor. Okay, so you'll be firefight, bed rest, and all of that. I guess we can have you trying to entertain and warden to try and up that skill. Cooking you like, but you're not very good at. You're not very good at that stuff. You've got passion for it, so you can learn it, I guess. I was just going to go and check again. Because it's easier. I've completely lost where they are in the list of a million things. Here we go. Yeah, I guess... Are they like fishing? That was the thing I was looking at. Maybe we tell them to do fishing? And they're definitely going to be a soldier. I mean, they are armed. They are a soldier. I presume. You should change that. Because they are going to become a soldier. I guess, yeah, they're quite low skill at the moment, which is a slightly frustrating, but you've got to, like, learn somehow. That's... I mean, we can have them doing that. And if they've got nothing else to do, just clean, honestly. So you can definitely at least find some cleaning to do over there. Because the colony is an absolute tip most of the time. We will also haul all of them. Don't know whether that will... I don't think that'll fit in here, but we'll try. We'll try our best to get some of them out of the way there. Are we going to go back to, like, the plant growing? The plant growing is the important bit here. They'll get there. Yeah, Tarato with 13 and 3. Now, I believe... So that the reason why that is normally that the discrepancy, I don't know if we've got a good example, I think Firebird might be. So normally you would have age 39 is how old they are, I guess, physically. The 63 means they've been in cryosleep, so they've technically been alive for 63 years, but physically they're only 39. However, when it comes to the kids in the game, they age up a lot quicker. I mean, the reason makes sense, right? In that, so for example, Crossbow here is 19. They've technically only existed in the game for 6 years. The game ages them up quicker because if it didn't, your kids would literally never be adult. It would take 20. This colony itself is probably not even 20 years old. No. So Firebird is one of the original. This colony itself, since I started playing it however many hours ago, is only 12 years old. So you like, kids would be a completely pointless part of the game because they would just literally never become adults / useful. So the game speeds it up. Does it make sense? No, not really, but it's done to make them actually gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise, it has to be done. Because otherwise kids just wouldn't work with the way the game deals with age, which is fine. It makes sense. It makes sense gameplay-wise, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense. Overall-wise, yeah, as Cora said, that you can you might be able to change it. I've not looked into it. It makes sense that you can. The game's very adjustable, of course. You could change it to realistic if you really wanted to. I'm just not sure why you would, because I don't think it's going to add anything particularly helpful to the game, really. Okay, Hippo is busy fixing up some flak pants over there. Firebird, thank you for the bits. With the story of Paul, apparently, saying it's the year 5054. Are we 5504? Sorry. Paul, a skill impid with 60 other soldiers. He's in command. He's in command of his unit. I mean, well, I'm not impressed actually. You attacked my base. You're an idiot. He's been ordered to eliminate this new faction. His leader feels they are a threat, armed with mid-tier weapons of shotguns, grenades, rifles, SMGs. His plan is simple. Watch their guards, walk routes and defences. He prepares, however, it's too late. His plan has already failed. Artillery deafens the skies as huge shells the size of medium boulders crash all around. I mean, that, yeah. That definitely would be how an impid raid would go on this colony. Yeah, it was a poor choice. It was a poor choice. As we have said with many and as they have apparently learnt, because they've all decided to stay away from us. Probably the wisest thing they've done. is just don't piss off the faction with... I think when we caught Paul, I don't think that would be someone that we would have ran at with tanks. I don't think we had tanks at that point. Don't remember, though. Finally, we've got the planting going on, which is what we like to see. Fields full of cabbages and beets. I think there's a worthwhile expansion spot here. Oh, we're going to have to put a light there. No, okay. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. It doesn't really detract anything overall, and it just gives us a bit more space. How far can we go? I guess this is the next question that I'm going to have to start looking at. I mean, I guess, you know, there's the possibility if we start needing even more food, we can build out there and we can like take out some more. God, we have really got to the point where we are filling up the map. I'd love to be able to build, like, farm this bit, but this bit here is literally critical to the kill box. I can't do anything with there. This bit's full of corpse trees, and I mean, I don't even know what this is, broken out. Like, we can't really... Well, we are using this for a different purpose. And then it's just a river and mountain. Yeah, like we are really getting to the limits of what I can start building outside. If we have too many more people, food is going to start becoming a concern. Lucky, Dahl, Leslie, and Super Ninus. No, I've all got the plague. I think they're all lions. Maybe. Oh, you've lost a lung. Well, the hippo's fine. Over there. Long was saying, like, maybe we could make another kitchen. See, I've contemplated. The reason why I haven't bothered, right, is currently we have built up a nice stockpile of food in the freezers, which is great. In general, like, come winter, we aren't... So currently, with these 2 ovens going, we produce more food than we eat. So even if I get more ovens, even if I'm cooking more meals a day, the fact that we have stuff sat in storage doesn't matter. Because, yeah, we are already producing more than we eat. It just spreads out when we're making it, so that come winter, for example, we still have cabbages in the freezer that we can turn into meals, I believe, which is why I have tended to just sit with this as a system. At some point, I don't know at what point, how many colonists we're going to need to change that. When we do, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, because I have rather set up everything to focus my my food into this corner. Nikki is healed. I think, is everyone healed from their various escapades? Oh, there are a couple. Oh, okay, a couple of the lions that were sick actually did go to the hospital. Leslie and Super Ninus have gone to the hospital. Well, that's good. I'm glad that's working how it should. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Continuing the story of Paul in this. So after the artillery shells were raining down, Paul panics. Fear grips his soul like a lion ripping its claw into its prey. Then he sees the soldiers fall like flies, dying in the sun-scorching heat. He knows if he panics, the units will break under pressure. He gathers his thoughts and starts the charge. However, it's raining, the ground's saturated, the morale is low after 22 have already fallen. And then suddenly he falls, hit by shrapnel. He's bleeding profusely, blacks out lying down in the muddy bog of hell. That's, yeah. That does very much sum up a raider's experience of this base. It's not a fun time. Many have fallen, as you can see here. Many have fallen. Oh, I forgot we were doing something over here. Christ, I completely forgot we were doing something over here. We're making Lucifer. Who was in the cryosleep pod? I forgot. Forever's clone. That was who we were fixing up. Completely forgot. I knew there was something we were doing over here. It's very easy to forget. We made an AI core, which I presume we dumped in here. Yeah, we did. Why is there 2 unfinished persona cores? You absolute melons. We are going to need to have words with some of these colonists about starting jobs. But never mind. Never mind. There are drugs. We could harvest some drugs. I'm not going to. Pengi. Oh, you are actually going in there to eat. I was about to go shout at you again. Because I don't know how you've managed to get yourself starving again. Okay, so we've made Luciferium. Now, I think we can make 6. Because it needs 5 Luciferium per healer mech serum. We have 30. So we can make 6 healer mech serums now. I swear to God, if any dog or person consumes that Luciferium, there is going to be... words will be had. Very, very strong words will be had. And Hippo is at least going to go and make the things that we need. Good work, Hippo. I'm just waiting for a dog to eat it and go absolutely nuts. Because that is... knowing my colony, highly plausible at this point. And Hippo has made the fancy healer mech serum. So the reason why we're doing that is Forever's clone over here is in their little cryopod. Now, they're a clone, they're not quite working properly. I think they've got a crumbling mind, and the only way to fix that is the healer mech serum, which we can use. It will cure them. Cora, thank you for the bits. Was saying Hippo243, my other boy. Did Hippo or Dirk stand a better chance than me? Let's have a look. Where is Hippo gone on my list? Here is Hippo. Of course, because they were just making some bits and pieces for us. They stand currently a worse chance than you. 3.6% with Twingo. Dirk... I mean, nothing really came of Dirk's flirting spree as far as I can tell in this. I'm trying to find the name. There's so many people. Where on earth is Dirk gone on my list of characters? I can't even bloody see him at the moment. What are you wearing? Okay, you've not got the helmet. I wonder why you're wearing all the marine helmets, but you know, there's Dirk. You're currently in a flirting frenzy. Oh, you got 23% chance with Lado. It's honestly respectable at that point. Like, that is a half-decent chance. And Cora's chance is not really moved anywhere. Do we... I mean, it's unlikely... Not that Dirk has been trying anything. Like, do we send this and just try? It's 23%. It's not amazing chance, but normally if it's over 20%, I might give it a go. And seeing as Dirk has done practically 0 flirting in the flirting frenzy, we'll give it a try. Like, maybe it'll be more likely. No. Tried. Dirk pursued Lado by comparing him to a bright star. Lado turned his back. I mean, honestly, not the worst attempt. Not the worst attempt I've ever seen on this one. Like, that's pretty solid, I think, as far as like chat up lines go on this game. That's one of the better attempts. Or at least one of the more makes sense. I was going to say sensical, because you can say nonsensical. Is sensical a word? I don't think it is. I mean, I guess it might have been once upon. I just don't think it gets used. There's another ponder for the day. I'm not actually sure. But there we go. Firebird, thank you for the bits for the next part. So Paul awakens to Eve the cat tending to her. He rolls over, tries to grab his pistol, but he's too weak. Eve whispers, "Don't, otherwise I'll let the shells of hell rip your body to shreds, like a crocodile tear its jaws into its next meal." Eve, you are violent. I mean, you're on a pizza box currently, but you're violent. Eve tends to his wounds. Paul then passes out again. Eve now tends to his back wounds and then his hands with bandages and antiseptic spray. She then carries him to the prison cell. He awakens to a room that is dull but livable. I mean, that does happen sometimes to the people that decide to wander into the base. We have not had anybody turn up. It's been a lovely chill time over here so far today. Climbers got some tattered clothes, but hopefully you'll go and sort it out afterwards. I mean, we're getting close to having the armour ready here. I mean, we've got helmets, we've got armour. We'll be able to make our elite soldiers ready for whenever we really piss off the monolith. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation. I'd say, yeah, well, whatever. Of course, the Cult of 69 is back to rule the donation bar. Harlequin, thank you for the bits. We're saying, yes, sensical is a word, and you would have been right on saying that line was sensical. Like, I guess it's one of those that it's a word, but it just does not get used in that way. I know there are other examples. I currently can't think of any off the top of my head, but it's you know, like the nonsensical is you're much more likely to hear that than to hear. It doesn't sound, the more I say it, the less it sounds like a word as well. But that's a different thing. It is very much. Yeah, gruntle. There you go, gruntle. Yeah, Caleb's got one of the examples that I couldn't think off the top of my head. But yeah, disgruntled, very common word. I don't think I've ever heard of someone being gruntled. I don't think it's ever used in that way. Who knows? Maybe it's some like holdover from ye olde English and all that. I'm not sure, but yeah, the English language is weird. We have 2 more German Shepherd pups. That's why we sold some. We still have far too. We have so many, just so many pets everywhere. Just all the pets. All the pets everywhere. Lucky 1p cat, thank you very much for the donation. Saying meow. I woke up from a cat nap to find that the 69 cult slipped in while I slept. No more. Cult of 1p. The 1p is back. Harlequin, thank you for it. Saying it's like ruthful. Someone who thinks about the consequences and how they might affect people. Yeah, there's a lot of curious. Oh, MG's family? No, Oddle's family has turned up. Oddle's mother and brother have arrived. Hello. Have you got a high-vis jacket on there? Wait. Hold on a second. Hold a second here. I guess I didn't really think about this, but that's the original Longbow's husband has turned up. It is a Longbow family. It's just a Longbow, like a deceased Longbow family, I guess, because yeah, there are various relatives, but I didn't really think about that, but I guess, yeah. And also, I didn't even... Yeah, Sweet Daddy D, who died, and their sisters turn up. Because I guess these people, because various... So that's Longbow's dad. So Longbow's dad... Oh, wow, okay, that gets very confusing. Yeah, I guess because these characters are from... So I guess some of our characters we captured from these lot, maybe, or were... I don't know how it's worked in this, but yeah, there are some weird relationships going on here. I was going to say, did we capture people from this faction at some point? It's not impossible and they became allies later on. It does happen. I don't think that happened, but who knows. Yeah. Curious one. I've never paid attention. I'm not going to say that hasn't happened before, because it really might have done and I just not remembered or realised, but yeah, there you go. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I'm feeling very gruntled this morning. It still sounds like a negative, even though it would be a positive. Gruntled still sounds like it's a negative. It doesn't sound like you would be in a good... If someone is gruntled, it doesn't sound like a positive mood thing, does it? Lombo said maybe I have grandkids I don't even know about. Like, maybe you do, to be honest. Like, who knows at this point? Or maybe you have grandkids from a previous life, because, you know, you've lived many. Anything is possible, really. But yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Rimworld is a funny old game. I mean, this is why we love Rimworld. I mean, I've talked about it before. Rimworld is just great. And it's wacky stories like this that make it so interesting. Firebird, same post part 4. Paul is now in chains, agony, and wanting to be free, but he can't. The guards will batter him for nothing. Oh, we're not that bad. We only batter if you leave. Try to leave. Firebird with the pain stick, and the other guards are just too good. He's the only survivor, but he's unsure about whether that's true. A few days later, people start trying to convince, saying that he would be a true warrior and promise weapons of pain. Day after day, his consciousness gets to him. He breaks, smashing things in anger, but in the back of his mind, he's thinking something. We're quite good to our prisoners. Like, we're pretty good. We're pretty good to them. Unless they try and break out of prison, in which case we shoot first and then don't ask questions. Like, it's not shoot first and ask questions later. It's shoot. And that's it. That's all. Just realised that thing there, I presume, isn't doing anything. Maybe? I guess that's maybe too far away to do something. Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it because it's not like I need much bioferrite anymore anyway. Shall we fire up the legendary husband finder? Go on then, husband finder crew. Let's go get another one. As Lombo has says, yes. If you break out of prison, you take your chance with the lightsabers and laser guns, and we will not be held responsible if you do not make it. The lightsabers, laser guns, and pain sticks, they are what's coming your way if you try and break out of prison. Do so at your own risk. I feel like we are a pretty fair colony, on the most part. The main war crime we've done is shooting fleeing soldiers. That's only that one. Nothing worse. Alright, here goes the next ritual. This is when they get summoned and land on the spear and killing them. Thankfully, I don't think that can happen. But, you know, ironic and all that. Alright, we'll have to illuminate. We'll let them smooth out the walls. We'll sort out a power cable. There should be... I'm hoping there's going to be enough power, actually. Maybe from that side. That cable there is running through the building. Something shook. I mean... Okay, you're not a... Okay, well, you've bought a decent gun. Well, I don't know where you bought an okay gun. Barcode, we don't really like it. You are fairly well armoured. Marine armour. Sweet! I will be having that. Thank you very much. Alright. I mean, you can... I only wanted the armour from you. The rest of it I don't mind. Like, we could give you normal clothes. I just wanted the armour. You're not allowed to have marine armour. Here, only our soldiers are allowed that. Alright, they're all busy sorting out that. That's fine. I mean, that prisoner may be less happy about the no clothes part, but 23 is not a huge amount of... Oh, wow, a lot of your rivals have died. And a couple of friends. I don't know what happened to your faction. Possibly me. At some point. I'm going to say we probably did it. We have fought the... What is it? The Puck something or other? The Po Loco Treaty. We have fought you a few times, so yeah, maybe that was from a raid on us that we decimated your numbers. Quite possible. But yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of rivals. Basically, you just don't like anyone because they were all holding you prisoner. I was wondering if you had any other relations, but it doesn't seem like it. I wonder if Waltz was one of the people who survived a raid on us. I can't imagine they would be. Well, they are quite heavily armoured. But yeah, there you go. Drake, think of it, saying, I am quite disaccustomed to people being gruntled. However, I can disaffirm rumours of gusting being something done nicely in a person's opinion. Oh, let's just use complicated word. I guess, yeah, again, like, yeah, because disgusting. Yeah, I guess that's another one that may... I don't know. I don't have the brain power to contemplate the etymology of words at this moment. We've used enough of it. The brain power is lacking currently. Climate... If your clothes are wrecked, why are you still wearing them? I'm guessing you'll sort it out. I'm hoping you will anyway. Right. Oh, Firebird, thank you for the bits. Continuing the story of Paul. So Paul's in prison at the moment. He's thinking, what if it's true? Maybe life is good here. It is good, I promise. His mind grips him, and he screams, alerting the guards. That's when. But when they enter, he turns his back and says something. The guards don't care. He says, "If let me be free, we will never return." The guards called him a weak liar. They slam the door and the cells and furniture shakes. Paul now begins to weigh up his options. It's either join or make a beeline. A few days pass. The ideas of joining the faction, which is stronger, crushes his soul. I don't know. Like, I don't know. In this situation, of course, like, we're playing a hindsight from God perspective. However, I feel like if you're in one of, so if you're in these factions, and we're going to presume that the enemy factions are, I say far inferior to this one, there's going to be food problems. There's going to be, like, if I'm captured in one of these, I guess it would depend on if I had family or, like, a particular reason to not join this one. But I mean, also, like, even if I'm never going to be able to escape a prison of a faction like this, let's say, for example. And even if I'm unconscious, you've seen what's happened when you've tried to attack this place. You're going to know, to an extent, If like your entire raiding party of psychic suit, if your entire raiding party of like 60 people has been decimated before you've even got to the gates, to the walls, you know that what you're attacking has got some serious tech. I feel like I would just join, and I guess there's the, we're doing it from a perspective of that we aren't the war crime faction. So I guess, I guess you're going from that perspective, but you're going to be in prison the entire time, and you'd never be getting out of something like this. So you're better off joining, and your best chance at escaping is to join and then figure out a way after that point, unless you believe it's going to be a cult that's going to sacrifice you to some Cthulhu monster. But otherwise, I feel like you're just better off joining, and then if you're going to escape later down the line, because either way you're going to get shot or killed trying to escape. Your better chance of escaping is not from inside a prison. I think. I don't know. I've never been, and I hopefully never will be in such a position. But yeah, there you go. On Lombo says, just bought Rimworld myself. I randomly had 2 prisoners accidentally be taken to the same room, but then they immediately became lovers, so it worked out. A prison love story, the good version. I've played many hours of Rimworld, have never had that one happen. That's very funny. Although, admittedly, we did have... it wasn't this one. We've had one colony where, like, within the first week of setting it up, 2 of the original 3 colonists had got married or engaged. I think we have had that. So, like, it does happen weird sometimes. But yeah, we've never had the prisoner romance going. Yeah, that is quite funny. I mean, that's the joys of Rimworld. You just don't know when nonsense like that is going to end up happening. And it does make it quite entertaining. That is for sure. Right. I'm gonna pause the game. I'm quickly going to go and grab a drink. I was contemplating letting the game run, but the second I leave with the game running will be the second a massive load of monsters are going to turn up and wreck us. So I'm going to do the safe thing. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to go and grab a drink, and I will be back in a second. Right, I am back. Caleb, thanks for a bit saying I can do better at my very first colony. 2 of the original colonists got together on day 2 and then divorced after like a year. Also, anyway, so this colony we had 2 characters get together, break up, get together again, and then break up again in the first couple of sessions. We did. That was MG, and I want to say it was one of the dead. Who was it? I have a feeling it was MG, but I don't remember who it was with. Maldonado? It might have been Maldonado. I'm not going to be able to get any information, unfortunately. Yeah, I want to say. I think it was MG and Maldonado that were the 2 that were on again, off again. Or it was on, then off, then on for like a night, and then immediately off, and then Maldonado was killed. Probably by sight stealers. I don't actually remember. Poor Maldonado. Maybe. Great rotation of 5. Okay, no, it's just referring to an eclipse. I was wondering if it had. Sometimes the artwork depicts their death, but it doesn't even say how they died. MG saying it's mouth and I thought it was in this one, but oh, MG's family? No, Oddle's grandmother has arrived. Well, I'm gonna guess you probably have some relation then to so yeah, the longbow that died is your son-in-law. There we go. You have met Eve the cat before. You don't like Nokia Sphere or Northwest. That's a child. You're just angry at a child. You don't like MG because MG insulted you apparently, but just angry at not even a child. You're angry at a 1-year-old baby because it was crying at some point. Honestly, Rimworld characters. Right. Let's get. Okay, so the power will thankfully reach into there. That's good. That's what we want. Don't know why we're building all the doors out of marble, but stuff it. I will, because we can. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Continuing the story of Paul. So he's now thinking he's going to join until something grave happens. Another raid. He hears commands, and the shells fire out. He knows what it's like, and he feels awful, as he knows people with families are going to be destroyed. Lovers lost, and children in despair and dismay. He doesn't know what the life is like here, but he's been treated all right here. A few days later, Paul joins the colony. He sees a new world, a new hope, and a new way of life. He gains new gear and a new nice room. Yeah, we are. Oh, hello, Cass. Jeez, that's a big meow. We have Cass. How can you not want to join a colony that has a Cass? Cass just wanted to say his piece, agreeing that it is a wonderful colony here. Isn't it, Cass? God, you're so loud today. Hello. I mean, you've had plenty of opportunities for fuss, and you were zooming around like a kitten earlier, which was very cute. There is a big thunderstorm going on. In the game, that is. Drake, thank you for the bits. For saying hi to Cass, and thank you for the loud meow. Cora with the bits, saying, do you know if asking Cass if will Cora get a husband? What do you reckon? What, Cass? I don't know what that means. I'm not sure if it was a yes or a no. There was a squawk. A squawk did happen, but I don't know if it was in the affirmative or not. But, he squawked. I mean, I'm going to say probably not. Sadly. Why do these people got heat stroke? Is it that hot? Well, it's 35 degrees. I don't think it's that hot. I mean, that is warm, but I am surprised by that, especially with all the room's air conditioning. I guess maybe they're fighting the fire. Oh, hello, Cass. That was more of a normal cat meow. You are almost a normal cat. Not much. The Firebird, thank you for the bits. Not Paul's story, but this was for a pair of colonists. A pair of colonists of Firebirds got together, then one cheated. Then the one who cheated got cheated on, and then the original pair got back together. However, the colonist cheated, had a kid, so now the colonist has 4 kids. One dad has 3, one has 1. You've just got the soap opera going on right there. Yeah. Kiss. What are you looking at? There we go. And flop. Cat down. Cat rolling around on his back like a dog. Silly cat. Right. Things we were going to do. Forever's clone. Let's wake you up. We will open that up. We'll let Forever come out, recover from their cryo sickness, and then we'll hit them with the healer mech serum. Like, it's a big thunderstorm, but now it's raining, all the fires are going to go out. So that's good. Stop setting fire to me crops. It's also raining, so no one cares, and they're just going to let, oh, Martha's done something about it. You almost blew up my power grid. Well, not almost. Caleb's saying odds on it fixing their hay fever. I mean, there is a chance of that. Now, where did Forever's clone go? Forever clone, there we go. So they've got crumbling. So cryo sickness will last for 2 hours. They've got an old gunshot, and now I believe, to be fair, what this basically, as soon as that's gone, they go to the hospital, and then we will instant. It's very loud currently. Right, add Bill. Administer healer mech serum. So, yeah, you're going to go to the hospital. I don't think it, honestly, you don't think it matters who administers the healer mech serum. You know, if it does that, we'll just use a second shot of it, because I can, basically. Petrolhead, were you an okay doctor? Yeah, you're not a bad doctor. You're near it. Oh wow, you got a 1.1. They've literally just got out of a cryo sleep pod and their mind's disintegrating, but go for it. Try the 1.1% chance. You got a 14% chance with boss. So, there we go. Oh, there's a fight. Paul and Railface. Railface directly insulted Paul's eloquence. This drove Paul into a rage and she began a fight. There's probably some grenade-related stuff going on there, and Railface has won that battle quite convincingly. Paul is on the floor. Oh, another gift. Panther fur blouse, camel hide, and very fancy, and a tox pack. Well, like 2 fancy things, and then you just left a tox pack there. Sure, why not? Just why not? Caleb, thank you very much for the bits. Was saying, if there's no one waiting in the name, could Forever's clone become Eternity? It can, yes. We haven't got anyone waiting, so we have also got a couple of other characters as well. But Eternity is here. Right. Hey! I have good news! Your crumbling mind is no more. I mean, you're not much more than a soldier and occasional cook, but that works. So, oh no, wait, you're not who I was looking for. I forgot, because they've been around for a while. They're just a new recruit. They have actually been around for a bit. Am I going blind? Don't know why they would be up on this part. I am blind. I can find Forever. Why can I not find Eternity? If I just... there, okay. I have just lost... Okay, it was because I was thinking it was further up. Right, so you'll be on that. I guess mostly what you're going to do is cook, and then if you're not cooking... cleaning? I guess hauling if needed, but yeah. You, Eternity, will acquire. What gun would you like? Some form of RPD, RPK, or Bren. Maybe we'll give you a Bren. There's another Scar. I have another Scar. I think the Brens are slightly better. If I remember correctly, yeah, 16 damage. They're just very powerful. I mean, they were in reality. They were just heavy and cumbersome. I don't know much about firearms. Like they're interesting from a mechanical standpoint, but the Bren, if I'm remembering rightly, was powerful but really heavy. Probably not as reliable, of course, as a modern firearm, but that's not something you have to worry about in Rimworld. is there another fight? Deoxy insulted Gozcannon's accent. This drove Gozcannon into a rage, and she began a fight. Well done, Gozcannon. Well done, Deoxy. Deoxy has won. Yeah, Deoxy's won that one quite comfortably. Oh, yeah, quite comfortably. Gozcannon had a bad time there. That is not a good time. Crossbow. Where is Climber? Seeing as I don't know where Climber is, you're probably closer. Go and pick him up. Oh, the beets are on fire. No, put them out. Thankfully, it's raining. Fire, thank you for the bits. St. Paul sees his first mission mission to defend the base. He lays down fire and shoots someone in the stomach. There's some other people have too. I mean, that is true actually on here. So you can have weird setups. He sees them flop then crumble. This is not what he was promised. However, he remembers in his old faction he used to fight on a battlefield throwing frag grenades and highly explosive grenades. At the battle end, Paul panics and ends up in his room. The fear and trauma washes his emotions away. He thinks, hasn't my life experienced this? However, life is about to get good. Well, I mean, it's good. that's fine. We're going to do a provoke. I'm never going to fire provoke Pitgate because it just feels like the worst idea ever. Okay, it shifts. It's giving birth. Terry actually asked a question. Basic question: are there therapists in Rimworld? There actually is a mod that adds that in. There is a mod that adds in some form of that to help. I've never used it, and I don't know how detailed it is. It is an interesting, concept for something like this. But yeah. I haven't tried it, but there is a mod version for it, which is as I said, I don't know how detailed it gets to help. I presume it can probably help with like sorting out traits and retraining traits and all that kind of thing. But yeah, there you go. Gozcannon. It's been a while since Gozcannon got in a lot of fights, but we put Gozcannon on the night shift so they avoided people, and it's been a while since Gozcannon's been in a fight. We've got 4 people down and injured. If we get raided, it's not 4 people being injured is not going to affect our defences in any way, shape, or form. We have so many people that we can, largely wave defend our base if desperate measures and all of that. We are unlikely. Why do I get the feeling that this Muppet has picked up chem fuel from here? And if we have that as important. So I think what it's doing. Yeah. So we use these barrels to store chem fuel. We've got loads of chem fuel basically, and what they're sometimes doing is picking up chem fuel from here, which I need over here to refill this tank, and hauling it over here to go into this tank. Twink, stop fighting, everyone! Why are you all fighting? Nokiasphere flagrantly insulted Twingo's plant growing skills. Twingo, can you plant stuff? You're quite good. Nokiasphere is much better than you. I'm not going to say Nokiasphere is right, but they probably are. They probably don't have to be a twat about it, but, In fact, Nokiasphere quite likes Twingo. Twingo absolutely hates Nokiasphere. Oh, physically hideous. Oh, and... what? Man? Oh, okay. Okay, Twingo's misandrous. Well, yeah. There's a weird relationship there. It's like, as far as Nokiasphere is concerned, it was a cathartic fight, and Twingo's is not agreeing with weird colonists. Like, just they're so strange. Yeah, let's everyone to hospital. I mean, FailRace was doing some doctoring skills. We've got to try and improve that. Said there's some half decent skills here. Super tolerant to heat, very fast runner, weak immunity, slow healing. That doesn't. No, that feels great. That got good stats, but terrible like genes going on, or terrible genetics. There we go, for a better way of putting it. How are we doing on the food-wise situation? We've got a good amount of it. Yeah, it's 1,100 fancy meals. Camaro's got a spot of fishing going on. But yeah, I guess if we just keep growing... Paul is no longer incapable of walking. I mean, good. You got quite the beatdown. Not quite as bad. I'm not sure who's got the worst one. I think Gauze Cannon. I take it back. I do know who's got the worst one. Got Gauze Cannon. Halogen got a pretty bad one earlier on, but yeah, not ideal. Oh, who's insulting who? MG viciously insulted Crossbow's aunt's ambition. Yes. Crossbow's aunt, who we don't know, and their ambition. So, yeah, I don't think either of these have any other family, but yeah. Nobody say those are Tommy's genes. I'm amazing. Hold on, we will be the judge of that. I can tell. I mean, that is actually not really the worst. Slow wound healing is, I guess, the bad trait. I mean, awful mining, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, siege! Oh dear. Oh no. The Decay faction is about to learn why 6,500 point raid is a really poor idea. If you're going to attack us, you had better come with everything you have. Oh, you've actually landed pretty close. Hey guys. How you doing? The answer, not very good. The answer really bad. Pain has happened immediately. Holy crap. Okay, there's only 14 that went down in the first volley. Although quite a few injured. Oh no. I've just realised my animals are stuck outside. I wasn't expecting them to attack from up there. There are going to be some animals that are going to get stuck out here. What we are going to do... just in case. The animals are going to try and get back in. This is going to be a just in case some people get through the door. We do have a War Queen up here. Oh! We ran over a Pangolian. Didn't realise a Pangolian was underneath that. Yeah, I mean... okay, it's not... While I don't want to lose animals... they are not our main breeding quaggas. Or giant Pangolians. So... yeah, it's not exactly the end of the world. None of them rushed back into the base. Well, they might not even be... they're not even ours. They are just wild ones. So there's only one outside. Right, Absol. Into your little safe zone, please. Oh, okay, so they're going to choose to run up there rather than go through the mud and water. Mortars are going to fire again any time now. There will be the thump of some mortars. World's worst attack. That's the end of them. Are you any good? Well, sickly misogynist is not really what we want, although they are a good soldier and they are good at medical. Quite more survivors than normal, if I'm honest with you. Surprising amount of survivors here. Not that they're very good, but a surprising amount of them. Like, you know, there's a bunch up here that have survived. I'm just going to see if any of you are worth saving. And, you know, the perhaps bigger deal is whether we can get to them in time or not. Again, like, soldiers are normally pretty good to try and recruit. What have you lost? An eye. Ooh. Melee. Pop. What? A pop idol pirate. You have had a curious... I'm going to save you because you've had a weird life. Grew up on a glitter world, like, I guess is like, yeah, like a glitter world as a singer, and then once that didn't work, became a like pop idol on a pirate ship, and it got burnt by some rival. Yeah, a rival burned down the station. You've had a weird life. I'm going to go and save you. Right. You can go over there and save them. High Bridge, are you any good? Okay, so you are a space marine. You're a space marine that loves shooting but are not good at shooting because you're a Neanderthal. But I guess maybe we could use you. Golos over here. He's a really good soldier. Right. Simon. Go and capture them. I think we weren't going to bother with you. I think it was you we were going to capture. Cora would not forgive us if we didn't. At least try. To capture potential husband material. And I guess... Yeah, do we want to bother with... Okay, can't have Lado do it. It's whether I can be bothered. We'll try and capture them. There's a chance some of them don't live and everything. But, you know. We'll try it. We'll try it. Honestly, that was pretty devastating in terms... I mean, we were expecting it. There was never likely to be any other outcome than this one, really. They've also left... Oh, wow, they've left us 80 survival meals. Holy crap. That's fantastic. Well, I know what's going in here. I mean, there's just going to be... This is just all the survival... Oh, that's fine. Okay. Thank you, Raiders. You have literally been the most useful. You have very generously donated a lot of food. How long were you planning? How long were you planning on this siege lasting if you brought 80... I mean, there were quite a lot of you, to be fair. But you were planning on a much longer siege, and what's happened is... yeah, one mortar volley broke you. Okay, can you focus? Capture Belrose, capture... Oh, they're unwaveringly loyal. Oh, well, we can fix that. Unwaveringly loyal? Not a problem. I shall wipe your mind. We have the technology. No one is unwaveringly loyal in Rimworld anymore. We can mess with your mind. Right, no face. Oh, did they die? Oh, they died. Good effort. Ooh, they brought me an RPD. I like it when you bring me good guns, not the normal crap. We can fix it. MG5, you're quite good, aren't you? Yeah, MG5, I'll take that. SRS. And bolt action rifles, not that much use for me. Q, was it Chinese rifle, aren't you? No. Vaguely remember the names of some of them. Alright, Simon, are you doing the job? We know the people in the prison cells, like they're not great. They're not in a great condition here, but we are trying to fix them up as best as possible. I'm not sure what the medical emergency is that we haven't tended to. Like, they are in a bad way, but nothing terrible. With Simon, like, it's nothing that we can't sort of heal and sort out. Well, they are very close to death. Oh, they're... Oh no, they've got... Then okay, they're high on yayo, but they're not like addicted to it. Psychite because they're a waster, but that's fine. We have the stuff for them. For a second, I was worried they were going to have drugs that will need drugs that I'm not going to deal with, but that's fine. Someone's got an infection. No big surprise. One of the good doctors will take care of it. It's in their arm. If it goes too far, we can just cut off arms if needed. Alright, good work, Simon. I mean, we don't like to cut off arms, but if needed to, we can. AK-74 do not much, really. Stops the infection spreading and all that. Anyway, sorry, while the siege went on, we had more of the story of Paul. Paul eventually calms down, remembering his past, his childhood, running around and playing with fire. Sounds about right. He sheds a tear, but it burns his skin because of, you know, genes. He sees rapid advancements of technology, defense strategies and ideas. However, he continues with his life, making friends, developing things he enjoys. But every night he sits and remembers the fallen, the ones he lost, the family he has / had. Then suddenly the clock strikes 12, and once again shells scream. He's called. Paul has been using a fair few. I don't know if we use Paul. I think Paul's fought more monsters than people. Well, actually, we saw that with the stats. Yeah, the snipers have often been used as defense against the sight stealers. Oh, Drake wants to recruit people. That's cool. You've given me 2 advanced components, you legends. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Right. I'm going to shout at everyone to haul those, because we don't want those to go off. We are going to expand Area 2 back up to the full grazing zone. Honestly, I think that's the first time... It's the first time in a while we've had a siege attack from this top corner. They don't normally come from there. It's not a particularly huge amount of space either. But yeah, it wasn't a big siege, and it certainly wasn't ever going to be enough to do any serious harm against us. Okay, these people are getting infections. I mean, that's maybe to be a bit expected. If we have tended to that one. Golos here is also being tended to. Blanco doing a good job there. Hello, Cass. Are you here to inspect? Make sure that we are treating the prisoners correctly. I mean, yeah, it's not a bad idea. This is not a bad idea at all, is it? I've got a cat tail resting on my knee. Don't know why. He's just standing in front of the chair. Hello. And headbutt. Back to leading and headbutts. And another infection. Well, left arm and left leg. I mean, if we've got to chop it off, we can. said, I'm gonna try and not. Someone will sort you out. I mean, you got mortared in a muddy field. It's never going to go well for you, is it, my friend? Or my potential future friend. I don't know. We've not decided yet. We don't know if we are friends or not. Alright, yes, everyone bring... Jeez. Loads of these. I mean, this is kind of what we wanted. Plenty of food, end of the world scenario in there. Because the theory is if we run out of food in the panic room, it probably means it's game over for us. If whatever is the threat, if we can't live long enough in that panic room, and the threat hasn't gone, I'm pretty sure it's end of the world for us. I would be surprised if we ever have to go there. It's not impossible. We've seen how what would probably cause it would be either entities that are finding their ways inside the base without going through the kill box. That would be what would cause us the biggest grief. Like, it's not impossible that they could do that to us. I don't even think like a mech raid or a normal raid. We've got the tanks. We've got so much firepower that anything outside we could deal with. But it would be some sort of sight stealer, some sort of invisible, sneaking enemy managing to clamber its way through the walls, or appearing in the middle of the base. That's what's going to get us. I hope we have enough good people. But that'll be something that we will find out. Because, yeah, we will have to do the end game anomaly stuff at some point, and, well, who knows how that might push us and how that might challenge us. Oh, there's a giant pangolian having a sleep in there. Neva's hard at work, getting the cabbages, of course. Very important. Yeah, a pit gate in the middle of the base could be a depends on where it comes up in the base, because we did fight one of those off earlier, and that did appear in the base. But yeah, a pit gate in the wrong spot would be real problematic. Not much I can do about it. Caleb saying I propose Glitterbeard as a name for a pop idol pirate. I mean, it's a good name. It's about the only appropriate name I can think of at this point. But yeah, that is a good name. That is a good name indeed. Guy Incognito promised bliss. It's a little bit over the top. We'll promise to heal you and give you an eye. I feel like, again, this point, you're in the hospital, your entire faction's been decimated, you've had an eye, an eye torn out from a mortar explosion. I feel like if someone turns around and especially if you send in one of the people that actually has a bionic eye, so you can show you've got we have the technology. I don't know if we've got one made, but just show them one made and ready to go. Say, look, you join us, we'll give you a bionic eye. I feel like that's going to work pretty well. I feel like that's going to work pretty damn well. Well, Paul is unhappy. Why are you? Well, you're in a lot of pain, and you were imprisoned for a little bit. It was for your own good. Recreationally unfulfilled. I mean, you're in hospital because you got beaten up. Can't remember who started it, so I'm not sure if I need to blame who to blame on this one. But, yeah. Either way, you're in hospital for a reason, Muppet. Oh, I have got a guard Cass, and when I say guard Cass, it means a Cass flopped on his side next to my chair. Gotta be very careful, because he does this, and I don't always notice. I have to really double check when I move the chair around, because he can just sneak about and sometimes ends up under the wheels. It's really bad. But there we go. Oh, Alien says, is there a radio? There is a radio in hospital. It doesn't seem to do anything now, though, unfortunately. Like, it doesn't seem to... I guess maybe it gives them recreation. Although if it does, it should be giving it to Paul as well, but I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Petrol is asking, have I been in any fights for dumb reasons? I don't think you have. I don't think you have, as far as I remember. It's not impossible, but I don't think you have. I think you've had a relatively straightforward time so far today. Which, honestly, after your track record of constantly being ill, or having some sort of problem, yeah, that's probably quite good. Longer inspired. Oh, we were building these new rooms up, weren't we? Because at some point we are going to be needing them. So, yeah, let's go and build them. Right, and then we want a dresser. I mean, like, these are... You can definitely build fancier rooms than this. Of course you can. But this seems to work to keep most of the people happy, so why not stick with what you know? I think that'll be everything these rooms need. Yes, Firebird, Part 8. Part 8 of Paul's story did indeed get read out. And Alien said, did we ever confirm that it was the crumbling mine that got cured? Yes, we did. I checked it almost immediately, but yeah. Eternity, no crumbling mine, has an old gunshot wound on the leg. Other than that, not too bad. Slept in the cold. Oh, you're a... what's it called? Impid, so you want the room to be hotter. I can do that. Just don't swap your rooms around, otherwise I'm never going to bloody remember. It's difficult enough as it is. The Aurora's coming to an end. Oddle, how are you doing? Your grandparent died. You're annoyed by the Thumper. Well, that happened, but you've got... trust me, the Thumper's annoying. You know what's worse? Bugs. Bugs appearing in your bedroom are so much worse. You don't want bugs. I can guarantee you. You do not want bugs. A little concern. Okay, no, that's not overhead mountain, so that's fine. That won't have any bugs. But yeah, bugs would be bad news. I think... I mean, I think. I don't know. If bugs spawned down here, could we defend it? Probably. We'd have to be really careful, because the fear bit... If bugs, let's say a bug spawned in here, they can't. With the Thumpers, certainly shouldn't. Bugs spawned in here. We could use... these corridors as choke points and everything, which would work. However... The fear part is them like burrowing their way out here and then out here, and then they're in different rooms and they can just get everywhere, and you have more problems choking them into one spot. Definitely, you don't want them going into the reactor room in case stray bullets clip the reactor when you're trying to shoot. So, yeah. It would be really bad. It would be really bad having bugs over here. They could, in theory, if the timing was just wrong, you could have bugs spawn during a solar flare. Solar flare turns off all the electrics, turns off the Thumpers. In theory, in that moment, you could have bugs spawn. I have never seen it. I've never had it happen. But it is possible. I am going for the very much fingers crossed not going to see that. It's not much I can't do anything. to protect against that. The only thing I can do is not build into the mountain, but I didn't really have much of a choice because I just didn't have the space. Like, if I wasn't building into the mountain, we genuinely would be out of space. We would, you know, we could maybe take up a little bit more, like expand a little bit more, but we'd be really, really struggling. So yeah, we can't have had to do this. It is a riskier take and all that. Oh, so I can hear in the background Cass is just scraping at the side of the litter box. For no reason, I don't know why. Well, I don't know, I don't think cats do it, but... Oh, 19 medicine. Well, that is very kind of you, thank you. Also, Cass, thank you for meowing at me. Did you tell me you're finished? Have you used the litter box? Are you satisfied now? The whole world now knows. Is that what you wanted, Cass? He's still squawking at me, but he's gone out. He's on the landing, so I don't know. Don't know what the squawk was about. We might never know what the squawk is about. How are we doing on armor? Because I haven't really been paying any attention, which I probably should have been. We've got 6 marine armor, 6 marine helmet, 2 armor, 2 helmets. So, oh, and Matthew's just adding another helmet in there. So we are almost done. We've got that one and possibly one more, and Peter's probably working on the last. Peter's working on the last helmet. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, Twingo's in another fight. Twingo sniggered at Boss's hardiness. This drove Boss into a rage. Isn't Boss super tough? Well, no, Boss has very much lost. Boss, you should be winning that fight. You should be absolutely battering Twingo. Yeah, it's not gone well for you, has it? You've immediately dropped your RPK, for God's sake. Someone go rescue Muppet over there. Numot's going to go do it. Well done, Numot. Yeah. Nope, Oddle's got injured. I love how it says shifting rocks in the quarry have injured 0. Lad, whichever one it is Oddle is very much injured. Like, the game is just straight out lying at that point. I guess I shouldn't be surprised with the, ooh! Noodle Brain proposed a lifelong commitment to Camaro. Camaro agreed and the two are now engaged. Ah! It's not a new relationship, but... we have. They were just in the field. Does it actually say? No, it doesn't say how. It's just this Noodle Brain proposed to Camaro while they were harvesting beets. And there we go. They are now engaged. I mean, now, isn't the wedding? We know terrible luck befalls us after a wedding. How it's a bit, you know, just being engaged doesn't bring terrible luck. It's only after the wedding. That's when the terrible luck kicks in. How are these people doing? Infection. Okay, you're fine. You'll beat that. You're fine. You are fine. Wonderful stuff. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Again, this is for more of Paul's story. He's called to battle. It's winter, wet, cold, and a bog. Walking to the base defence, Paul is filled with resentment, but yet for some reason he's thinking, I have to defend this place. After all, it's my home. Yes, he said my home. Paul has accepted it is his home, and he is part of this new yet powerful civilization. Minutes into the battle, a stray bullet hits Paul, and he falls, but yet he gathers the strength to fight on, and he pushes on until the most tough raid of Yitakin's break. Yeah, without them, the Yitikins are very tough. We had a pretty nasty raid from them a while back. I think it was a Yitikin raid that got closest to breaking through the kill. Hence why the kill box got heavily redesigned. Because, yeah, Yitikins are tough. When their entire faction is pushing through your base, or at your base, it is a tough time. Can you not get out of there? I'm going to open that door. Because they're just not very smart. I'm also just wondering... oh no, they are allowed out that door. God knows. What on earth happened there? I'm going to guess... Right. So what I'm going to guess has happened is that was a wild quagga that managed to get inside the base. So it just seemed like a wild animal. So Leslie went to go and get some food, which angered the quagga, which then set off the mortars and the shotgun turret. Did not know there was a wild quagga in our base, to be honest with you. Are any of you better doctors? Or Dr. Caleb is right. Okay, Tim Hortons, you're pretty good. And you are closer. You go. Well, I don't know when that quagga wandered in. I don't know when it got in. I presume it got in... I mean, in theory, they could follow stuff through the doors. Like, it could sit and follow one in here and then sit in the middle bit and then follow in at another point. Or when I was moving tanks around, it is possible. Yeah, that's an odd one. That is a very odd one. That is a very odd one indeed. And the only thing I can think of is it got in while I've had garage doors open, letting tanks roam, or when various bits and pieces have gone on. Which, I mean, it is possible. They did have a light there, they've just nicked it and run away with it. One of these storage... That's a light, isn't it? A wall lamp, yeah. But yeah. That's unfortunate. That's why you turn off mortars from auto-firing, because sometimes they fire at silly things. I can't believe... Honestly, the thing that's more impressive here is Leslie might actually somehow survive this. Which, considering they got direct hit from like 5 mortars, the fact... Oh, Firebird with the inspired recruitment. That's cool. The fact that, yeah, you've survived essentially 5 mortar shells in very quick succession, very close around you. That is impressive. I mean, the mechs are also doing all the healing. We've got... Is it Overthought? Overthought is cleaning. And Dr. Caleb is doing the healing. Yeah, that's some good teamwork going on. Combat supply, okay. Mandrill lubricants have come to help us. Well, sure. Not sure what sort of combat supplier you are, but okay. I'm not going to ask too many questions. We should... we're going to need to start clearing out these storage sheds, aren't we? There's so much stuff. Right. We can store more uranium there. Combat supplies might buy some of the steel that we have excess of. I don't know if we have... Do we have how much excess steel? Okay, we've got a bit of excess steel going on. I mean, we have a lot of excess. Let's face it. We can also probably move some silver into there. Oh. Bloody hell. No, I'm fine. Firebird also thinking of it, saying both of my colonists are going to be married before Cora. So sorry, Cora. Oh, poor Cora. Still at 7.4%. Yeah, Firebird and Camaro, which is a clone of Firebird. Is going to end up married before Cora. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Firebird's still fairly happy with Drake and everything. Quite a lot of our colonists have allies in Eresia. or sorry, have relations in the Aresia, which I'm not quite sure, because isn't Firebird one of the original colonists? I'm not quite sure how that one works. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, apparently they have some existing relationships with the Aresia faction, really. Right, are you happier now your room is hot? Okay, you are. Good. Fantastic. Impressive dining room, very comfortable. Impressive rec room, fine meal, satisfied, slightly impressive bedroom. I mean, yeah, they're not the best bedrooms, but like they're pretty good. It's just that. Like you need that. I feel like you'd get used to it. Admittedly, I say that as someone who doesn't have great hearing, who can literally sleep through anything. As someone who can and has fallen asleep with the TV on, a lamp on, and the AC on, which is very loud, and it was next to the bed. Like I can sleep through anything. And yeah, I would easily get used to a thumper, I think. Like, I just don't think it would bother me. Just get a TV in the bedroom, and I'd definitely be fine. Yeah, in case you hadn't guessed, my hearing. It's not too bad at the moment. Yeah, my hearing's not great. So you combine that with the ability to sleep anywhere, and yeah. Alright, fields up here, doing well. Cabbages not far away from being harvested. There's another 700 beets to be collected, more to be planted. Now, our freezer situation here is important to keep an eye on. Definitely got more food this year, which is good. Don't know what this is storing. Are these actually storing anything? Okay, they're storing the finished meals. I mean, honestly, I say worst comes to the worst. Okay, so A, we can absolutely expand that zone. Now, these concrete walls were put into place because of the overhead mountain, but we don't need to worry about that anymore. There's no reason to. So we might as well remove these walls and just open up the freezer a bit. You know, more storage, more good. And all that. Hello, Cass. I am getting cute cat headbutts again. Because of course I am. Right, so what do these store? These store meat, do they? Raw food. Okay, so they're storing meat. So if we build another line down here, and that can store beets or I don't know, whatever vegetable stuffs we have growing at the moment, which is plenty. I know, Cass. Hello, I am aware. I am aware of your thoughts and feelings, and you have a lot of them, and you're really loud and keen to tell me about them. I don't understand what they are, but I do understand that you are having them, and that you want to share with the class. Right. So we probably, if we just do that, I'm hoping, rather than bothering with which particular vegetarian bit's going to end up, we'll just have anything there. Oh, hey buddy, more headbutts. Many more headbutts on my foot currently. Thank you. I know, Cascas. The audience is always excited to hear from you. He's very talkative. You haven't been talkative all day, really. Well, you were in the office for a while. And then Apollo was in the office, so you very much weren't. And then you braved coming down to the office when Apollo went downstairs, and when you heard the dog moving, quickly ran away. He's not the bravest cat in the world. He is a lovely cat. He's not very brave. I know I'm talking nonsense about you, and I'm sorry. Do you have anything fun things? Hello, Cascas. They don't actually have anything interesting. They can't, I mean, I could sell them some weed. Ooh, no, they have laser sword. Yes, you have 3 laser swords for me. I will take that. I'm also going to give you random crap that I don't use, like a steel spear. I'll keep the pain stick because you never know when you're going to need them. You can have a steel halberd. I mean, we're not going to be using. Again, I'm trying to buy laser swords from you. Funnily enough, I'm not going to be... It's not like I'm going to be using a whip or an auto pistol when I'm buying bloody lightsabers from you. Think of all the possible things. Have some weed. I mean, I could technically even this out, but I've got 108,000. I don't really care. I'll buy components from you, because why not? Oh, and you got medicine. Yeah, I'll take that. Just all things that we might need. And there we go. More laser swords is more good. Core, I think the bits of saying, can I have all 3 laser swords, please, for reasons? No, you cannot. Don't actually know who needs a laser sword these days. Maybe Brady can get one, or Tommy definitely does. Corey, you have the burn gauntlet, which is pretty damn cool. And has its own use. Brady, no, we're going to leave Brady with the pain stick, because that can be prison guard duty. Firebird, thank you very much for the bits. As well, continuing the story of Paul. I say time flies by. Paul's now part of a superpower, fighting away and home, helping in general, and... well, just being Paul. The time has gone by like a typhoon, flying at full speed. Paul has seen many things. Once again, Paul is called to battle. However, it goes wrong. The sight stealers have arrived. He gets desperate. So Paul has been battered, but finds the courage to fight on and holds those things up until backup arrives. He goes down, but he's done his thing, and he's helped save everyone. I wish I could remember the sight stealer raids and everything. But yeah. Yeah, I like... trying to remember all like colonists that have saved an entire colony. We had... it wasn't this one, it was the last playthrough. God, who was it? It might have even been Tim Hortons, who was a pigskin, who was not a very good shot, but had a shotgun. Was the last one standing, and the raiders attacked us. They went to capture people and flee. And yeah, Tim Hortons, I think it was Tim Hortons. I'm going to say it was until someone reminds me. Was the last one standing. Used the shotgun to shoot the raider that was kidnapping a colonist, and managed to rescue that colonist, and probably, I think, rescued a couple of others that were injured and dying. It was very heroic. That was a colony saving move. Don't think we've got quite that. I don't even think the sight stealers we got quite that close here. We did definitely get in trouble. We lost a good number of people to them. But yeah. I'm not dealing with the Outlander toxin dump. But funnily enough, I mean, that's actually 643 is a lot. We would have the space for, and we're not going to do it because I can make persona cores way easier. That's quite a good deal, though. If you were needing a persona core, that's not a terrible deal in the grand scheme of things. I guess 600 is quite a lot. Because I don't know how big a stack they can have of them in one go. But yeah. That's not the worst deal I've ever seen. I'm pleasantly surprised. Currently, we managed to atomize all of our waste packs. We are a very, I say we are very eco-friendly. I would say we are relatively eco-friendly colony. Our power comes from nuclear and renewables. I mean, we do mine for oil, but we don't actually use much of it. We have a massive stockpile of it, but we aren't really using it. Like, it's not everything is oil powered. We do need it for fuel for our tanks. You know, we farm, but we don't. I say we don't go crazy on the farming in terms of like power terrains. It is just we plant stuff and grow it that way. We don't have big fancy irrigation systems. I mean, it's not an intentional thing, but I would say we are a pretty a pretty environmentally friendly colony in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I would say we are right. Neuter some dogs and release some pangolians into the wild. Which one is that? We don't want to do attack. We do want to do rescue. We do want to do haul. We'll train you to haul. Okay, we'll train you to guard because we might want that at some point. But yeah, we don't train attack because we don't want them to be attacking unnecessarily because they're just too likely to die, basically. The Atari is you to recycle the corpse of your fallen enemies as fertilizer. They fertilize the corpse trees down here. You know. Okay, Belrose, you are all good. Come, bizarre pop idol pirate, join us. Join us in the wonderful faction. As same for you. Well, Farnick, we've got to go and wipe your mind. That's okay. Right. There is a koala. We do have a koala of our own. Pangolians are just going to wander. Eventually, they will just, you know, make their way into the environment. Small fire. Oh, small fire a long way away, and it's raining. Not going to worry in the slightest. Oh, Absol is still in their hut. You are very correct. Thank you for informing me of this one. We can take Absol out of their hut. Firebird, thank you for it. Saying, continuing Paul's story. Paul is rushed to the hospital and he's saved. He's battered and his memories flood his brain, remembering the old battles he fought. Yet he is okay with it. He heals up and he's ready to return to his room of comfort. Time once again flies by. He has been a major help. The years fly by, raid after raid, fight after fight. Paul stands steady. He's seen many people join and fall, but he survives. He is now 55 at 12. Paul has been in the colony for over 8 years. He's done good and bad. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. Paul is currently still in the hospital from a scuffle. But yeah, a strong soldier, abrasive and volatile. So, yeah, abrasive, volatile. You're not getting grenades. I'm sorry. But no, it has been a useful soldier. Paul might have fought in the pit. Paul might have been one of the soldiers that went down the pit to fight the flesh monster thing, whatever the hell it is. Oh. I guess a lightning strike hit the fire foam. I mean, it's done its work. It's meant my turrets haven't caught fire. I mean, they weren't going to, but you know, it did what it was supposed to do. So that is something. I mean, at least it's working. That, though, I've just seen the time. Time flies. Considering it's been a really chill, relaxed Rimworld. I mean, we've achieved the goal bit that we really wanted to, I think. We're almost ready. I mean, I think there's one more. Might be one more set after that. We are almost ready. We're going to have our elite soldiers. We will be ready to try and fight the anomaly stuff. And we will see what happens when we do such a thing. Oh, okay. It's just a prisoner. I'm not worried. You'll be fine. I mean, prisoners are pretty battered. You're actually relatively healthy, all things considered. But anyway, that is going to be it for this evening. I do hope you have enjoyed the continuing Rimworld adventures. The base expands little by little. We've got some more. We've got some more fields. We've got some more growing spots. I was just worried I saw somewhere that was dark. Oh, no, that's just on top of there. That's fine. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty good place. The anomaly has a funny way of ruining your day, so we will see how that pans out, I guess, next time around. Drake, thank you for the bits. We'll say thank you for another Rimworld stream. I wish I saw the most colonist fights to occur in a stream to date of this Rimworld run. Yeah, there was a lot of them. Like I say, there's more colonist fights than anything else going on. Unusual to say the least. Also, Fiber, thank you for bits. For the next Paul for the up to date. Paul has a mental break. The psychic drone. He wants grenades. He's told no, so he throws a mental break. As a result, he's arrested and he's not happy. That is very true. Yeah, yeah, we do. The psychic drone drove Paul mad, and then yeah, the refusal of grenades triggered the mental breakdown that led to what happened to the puppy. Hold on, questions. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. It's all good. You just got the snip. No babies for you. But alas, that is definitely going to be it for me this time around. Of course, very big thank you to all of you for watching. It is always appreciated spending your evenings, afternoons, or mornings with us here. And an extra thank you, naturally, to those who donated, those who subscribed. It is always very, very much appreciated indeed. I will be back later on this week, hopefully on Friday. We will see. Not completely sure. But yeah, there will be streams later on in the week. At worst, it'll be a stream on Sunday. Hopefully, there will be more along the way. I shall be looking forward to them. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.